you guys all fought. You almost died. Well, Artron almost died, but it was fine. But you all survived, and everyone survived. You managed to make sure the demons didn't get in. But you all leveled up, apart from Cass, because you're already high level. Let's go down in order and see what you guys did for level ups. Fuck you. Who's first? James.
Yeah, just level 7 wizard for me, baby. 4th level spells. Yeah, that's it. Nothing much exciting for spellcasters on our level. It's new spells. It's good. They're good, but there's nothing like interesting.
I mean, 4th level spells are great.
They're good, but it's like I didn't take any useful 4th level spells, so
as per usual.
I took things that are completely useless for everybody.
Nice. Slab, what about you?
Level up. I get 4th level spells as well. But it didn't give me a prompt, so I didn't see it. But I've got 2 more spells I can choose.
Nice. Drac, I believe you get a subclass feature at 7th.
Oh yeah, that's right. I get what was it called? The skeleton thingy. No,
Blood Maledict?
No, it says subclass feature.
No, it's skeletal armor. So whenever I get hit, I can use my reaction to get my AC up by 3, I think.
Yeah, it's sort of like a shield spell for a few rounds.
And I have that for 1d4 rounds.
Yeah.
And also I get a new right for my...
Oh yeah, which one did you take?
I picked the cold one, so I have lightning and ice thingy.
Nice. So casting level up. What about you, Maeve? What did you do for your level up?
I got a new spell. I'm pretty sure that's all I got. So I took Sickening Radiance, and I swapped out
Suggestion.
Command. Yeah, Suggestion, not Command. If it was Command, I would have kept it. I swapped out Suggestion for Blight.
Okay, some 2 big damage dealing spells from Maeve.
Yeah, and I think that was it.
I think so. I don't think. Well, most spellcasters usually just get spells on odd numbers.
Yeah.
And then Sidon. I can't remember. Oh, Evasion.
I get Evasion and Stillness of Mind. And rolled a 4 on my health, so I only went up to 39 hit points.
Still the lowest hit points by, I think, 4.
So I can end the Charmed or Frightened condition at the end of my turn, which is actually helpful.
That is really good.
Yeah, I still lose the turn, but at least I don't have to roll saving throws for it.
Yeah.
I'll just get fighting and then get rid of it, and then I get evasion, so half damage on any deck save, and no damage if I pass it. So
cool.
I'll also say before we get into it, I checked through the spells to add to Slab before we actually start the session.
Yeah.
Because of how minimal he can actually move, I actually went with Dimension Door at least. So
that's a good spell.
Yeah, nice.
And we're not relying on Cassian.
He's got one.
Yeah.
So Slab. For 1 4th level slot.
True.
Yeah, I've got 4th level slot, but
now you got 2 between you.
But that's situational. But if I went for a damaging one, if you're allowing this one, because I think it's a additional one, not with the standard spell book, as in like standard game spell book.
Right.
I can't pronounce the first name. It's Psychic Lance.
Yeah,
Psychic Lance. I was debating that one as well.
Psychic Lance is such a good spell.
Yeah,
it's awful, but it's such
7d6 and incapacitated until mine.
Yeah, it's awful for me. It's great for you guys.
That's what I was going to take for Archron's big damage, coupled with a reaction Silvery Barbs for guaranteed failure and Flaming Sphere would give me approximately. I worked out it's something like 14d6, like damage per turn minimum.
You're a nerd.
But I haven't taken that.
Guaranteed failure.
It is because if they're incapacitated, they fail deck saves automatically. and I can hit them with the flaming sphere, then leave it there.
Well,
so
I mean,
while
the
they're
initial
active-
spell is
Yeah.
guaranteed if
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because I do have a habit of rolling higher when I get silvery bobs. The second roll.
Yeah, I know, but you can't start, but it's a great spell. I was debating it, but I didn't take it.
Yeah. But you all have level up. Most of you feel yourself stronger than you were, even if you took a lot of damage. And sort of you all congregate into the center at the mayor's house, where all the supplies were, and you see many of the denizens looking around, like checking their homes, the places that they work and live, and you see a few people like gathering bodies and gathering injured soldiers to like get them somewhere to help. You see Leah is there, being a owning the apothecary. She has a lot of potions. She's like helping people with healing potions and things like that. Is there anything you guys are specifically doing while there's sort of like a hustle and bustle around you of various things?
Can I ask, you know when the big dire wolf thing
Yes.
shouted
It
at
was
Sidon?
It did what, sorry?
I think it was a psychic message.
Oh,
Yes,
Yes,
Sidon.
it was a psychic message to Sidon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check with that one.
And also, we didn't understand.
Yeah, so I was going to mention that Archeron, I don't think it matters, I just want to mention it. Archeron would have had comprehend languages still up because it's not a concentration spell, and it would presumably last for another 7 minutes, even though he cast it 2 fucking sessions ago.
I don't think it would have.
It's a 10-minute spell, but I don't think it matters. I'm just mentioning it.
I'm trying to think. I don't think even if there was Abyssal, I don't think you were close enough to hear it.
Well, that's fine. Unless it was like, because I was quite close at the start, and then I wasn't.
No, I don't think there would have been anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a lot of people are just like trying to help. Essentially, you can see the stables where there was all the animals. There are still some of them. There are a number of horses, but all of the eagles and owls that can fly have like flown away. You can see them high up in the distance. But yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Archeron is kind
Half
of
the
sat
party is
there.
still running down south.
Yeah.
Well, no, you would have had a chance to congregate. You're all in like the middle of the mayor's house.
Archeron's kind of sat there in kind of a dazed shock, coated in ichor, blood, viscera, bits of. Are there any like remaining bits of wolf? Like demon, rather. Sorry, not wolf.
No. So when they die, they like dissolve into like black sludge, essentially. But no, like you wouldn't
No
be able to find a
chunks.
leg of something, or it's all pretty
Chunks,
much.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I
wouldn't find
imagine-
demon chunks.
I imagine Maeve and Draco like swaggering back because they felt really good about the fact that they. So they're just like, oh yeah, we did
They
it.
got their sunglasses on. They don't look
Yeah.
at explosions.
Have you
Yeah,
got my, have you
one
got my
of
boy?
them bombs.
There's one more bomb. There was one bomb that was loose that just happens to explode as you're walking back.
Yeah.
Have you got my boy, the elite guard, with you as well?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this is over.
It looks
Say
kind
that.
of pretty over, I would say.
Yeah, well, when that wolf demon died, I heard something in my head. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but it was a weird, like, two-tone voice praising the chaos that was sown and saying that it wants everyone together. So I think there's more to come. And I have no idea what it was.
So,
really hope
what
this doesn't
did
have
it
anything to do
say,
with Snake.
really?
I don't think it's the snake.
By the way, sorry, I will
wait.
say that mark is still on your hand.
What wolf are you talking about? I didn't see a wolf.
The big demon wolf thing that was attacking Archeron.
I think the only people in the party would have seen that would have been Sidon, It would have been Silent, Cassian, Archeron.
Oh yeah, of course.
Bryn would have seen it. I think someone else. Anyway,
I
think maybe I would say maybe Slab would have seen it because
he was flying at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. You like Slab, you fly down in style. Yeah.
Yeah, by the
Well,
way,
you guys
Snap,
can
can you
fly.
fly now?
They fly now.
Once per day.
That's really awesome.
But yeah, I think there's more to come. Also, Archeron, that was a good job. Takes some cojones to go down south. I know you weren't alone, but like I went with Cass, Drak went with Maeve, Slab had Cassian. You went down on your own, and it was impressive.
Yeah,
Bryn's just
I'm really
eyeing you
proud
up
of you.
with 1 hit point, or like 7, because she used a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Archeron's like sitting there, just like coated in his clothes ripped to shit. He's been mauled, paralyzed, mauled again.
He's still very hurt.
He's really low on hit points. He had to use his half orcish
Relentless endurance.
whatever it's called.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Restless endurance, I think.
Yeah, relentless endurance. That's on. And he's in pieces. He looks up when you say like "well done" and stuff. He's got these like his eyes are just completely glazed over. He's hearing you, but he's got 1,000 yards there going on.
He's make a prayer of healing.
So everyone can get back some hit points, which you can roll in a second.
Yeah,
I believe it's
gonna
everyone.
Gonna get up, kind of like unsteadily to his feet, look around, like call Porridge over, like stagger to Sidon, hand Sidon his book, and then he's gonna head off towards Bryn.
Bryn is like not next to you guys. She's like leaning on the wall of the house, like trying to catch her breath and like wiping blood like on her gauntlet.
Oh yeah, she took a beating.
She had 1 health at one point.
He also got healing.
Yeah, so I believe is healing every creature within range, or is it like
Let me check. I
like
think it
confident?
is.
I think it's a few.
I can't remember everyone if there's I know it's like at least 6.
Yeah, every creature within
There
range.
you go.
Oh no,
Yeah.
up to 6 creatures. Sorry.
Okay.
But
I
I
would
don't
say
need healing.
Slab doesn't need healing.
We'll say anyone in the group who needs healing has healing, because I don't think everyone took loads of damage.
I'll
But we'll
let
say
you know, Slab took nothing.
there you go. But yeah, we'll say
6 hit points of damage.
so. We'll say that like anyone who needs it will have it. Bryn heals a bit. I think some of the other guards heal a bit if none are necessary. But like for the sake of ease, everyone is not like about to die. Everyone who needs it is like stable enough to walk around and do things. But yeah, James, you said you were walking over to Bryn, who is like leaning on the side of the house, like trying to take deep breaths. But obviously, has been like pierced and bitten and things like that, clawed. So just struggling slightly.
Archeron's gonna go over to her with just like this completely like staggering walk as he goes over there. And he's gonna try to as he approaches. His composure's going to drop slightly, and he's going to actively just start like weeping a little bit as he gets closer and closer to her. And when he finally gets near to her, if she's like presumably noticed him.
Yeah, she was like looking down, like bandaging like her like midsection, and like she like removed all the very heavy armor that she was wearing. She was like leant up against the wall, but she like looks up. And like raises an eyebrow, confused.
Yeah, he staggers over, doesn't quite drop to his knees, but kind of comes to a staggering halt in front of her, and he like, holds in his hands kind of out in front of him, towards her. He said, I'm so sorry for what happened with the god. I didn't mean for him to die too. I thought it was I thought it was a good idea at the time. And he didn't and it wasn't. It was the stupidest thing I could have done. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She like obviously she's hurt, but she like moves from leaning against the wall to like stand her full height. I don't know how tall Bryn is. We'll say she's about the same height as Archeron. And she like stands there and has a bit of like there's clearly like confusion in her face a little bit. There's also like an intense expression, but also she's exhausted. Not mechanically, but
that was a hot minute that we just saw.
But she like stands up to like the height that she can, and like takes one of your hands, like because you put your hands like together like handcuffs. But she like puts a hand like down, like one on top of your hands to like stop you doing that essentially. And then another one she like rests on your shoulder. And she looks intensely at you. Are you looking at her?
Are we trying to maintain eye contact? But he's deeply, deeply ashamed, so he probably won't be able to hold it.
The thing she says, look at me.
Yeah. He tries.
Not every decision is a good one. I know I've made a lot of poor choices in my life, but through them, I've learned that that's a chance to rebuild. A chance to grab life by the reins and pick yourself back up. You fought well a minute ago. Though, I think the one thing you do need to learn is that you're allowed to make mistakes. In a time where survival is on the line, nothing is perfect. The true issue comes when you wallow on that mistake and don't give yourself a chance to stand tall. And she like takes a half a step back and puts both of her hands on your shoulders and like forces you to straighten your back a bit. And she says, do what you can. Make mistakes. But always try to stand tall. Soldiers know what they're getting into. He didn't die in vain.
Did he have a family? They have a family. I didn't catch what he looked like.
Yes. I mean, I didn't describe it. He was a god. I'm being honest. He was like a slightly tan skin, like big beard, sort of like mutton chops. Bryn shakes her head. His name was Michael Windrunner. I wasn't here when he was here when I found this place. But apparently about a decade ago he found his way here and had some combat experience, so he helped with the guard of the city. I think he was close with Swift because they both liked animals. I've not been here that long. I don't know everyone that well. But to my knowledge, I don't think he had a family.
I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't mean to. I didn't think. I thought it was really clever, but it wasn't.
She like leans in. It's fine. They all know what was going to happen. And you fought side by side. With me, with him, with everyone. So, hold your head up high. You lived, and that's something.
Barely. I'll try to learn from it.
No, you will. You're smarter than I am.
He's gonna try to hand her the healing potion that he gets for free once a day if she is still mechanically fucked up.
I'm
Oh, the mayonnaise bottle.
I'm,
Mayonnaise.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Just maybe get yourself some rest, all of you. And she sort of turns you around, so you're looking back at the group, and pats you on the shoulder, like the back.
That's somebody else. And sends
No,
the other one.
no, because she begins to walk with you towards everyone else. And while that's conversation happening, were the rest of you doing anything while they were talking?
Just more like check on everyone and see if everyone is doing fine, considering that we just had a life and death situation. So check who's gravely injured and stuff like that.
Well, all of the named NPCs survived.
The important ones.
Commander Slab did a good job.
I mean, to be fair, it was very difficult, and everyone who had more than 12 hit points survived.
Even the elite guards, I'm pretty sure no elite
I think
guard
both
died.
of them survived, yeah.
They
So,
got hurt.
all things considered...
You've got to give them names. Nah, they've got
I'm not
to
doing
join
that.
us. So
All things considered, you did very well.
Yeah.
use the
What are the names of the two?
Dylan,
Mary and Barry.
Mary and Pippin. But yeah, so
Jingle
you
and
did,
jangle.
you did very well. I'll say, as you're all bandaging yourselves if you need it, and helping everyone else, the cat just walks up and begins walk through all of your legs. And begins like an emotional support cat.
Oh right, I almost forgot about it.
Wow, how dare you?
Yeah,
What was that guy's
he
name,
has
sorry? I
been
wasn't
so
making notes there. I was
influential.
listening to what you were saying. I didn't catch his Mr. Windrush, was it?
I'll just send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something else. So not only did I get that thing in my head with someone else that once I assume all of us, but I think those demons did see me as kin, and they were questioning what I was doing and why I was helping you guys. The big demon called me a brother, so I'm a little bit worried about this mark on my hand.
The what on your hand?
Remember when I collapsed in the armory? Was it the armory? Or
It was the
stables?
stables.
Stables. When I collapsed and then the demons attacked.
Did you show us that mark then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Artron
Oh, okay.
named
Archer
it.
covering land, which
It was
Did I name
then
the...
it was.
Oh, no, you didn't
Yes.
name it. So I mean, you.
You said what it
It was
translates
the
to.
Abyssal Rune for
Savior?
Savior. Yeah.
Oh, that was the one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right, that thing. Yeah, it's not good that they think of you as an ally.
Well,
That can't be good.
true, but there is also another thing. It could mean that I could get access to whatever camp they have set up wherever. If they have a camp set up, I don't know how they're incursing?
They come from portals in the ground. So I'm not there, but James is just
Cassian says, "I think it was the portals."
Yeah, and
but
also
how they-
it's not a good thing because maybe you are being brainwashed or something. I don't know.
if I was being
There's
brainwashed,
the
I wouldn't have helped you guys.
Yeah, but
Right.
maybe it's an how you call it, delayed effect. I don't know. It's freaking me out though.
Yeah, so maybe start
Should I-
eating giant snakes.
I don't think it has anything to do with the snake person.
No, but it probably doesn't help Simon.
If anything, it's to do with that the wolf you probably made the pact with.
The wretched howler.
He says that with a smile, and I hate it.
Yeah, you can hear it in his voice. He's proud about
the
it.
wretched howler cross his arms, hair flick,
Howler.
nods head up and down, hair
Yeah,
flick,
yeah.
cross his arms.
Shawn Mendes is singing with a fake smile. Ugh.
Should I begin to prepare holy water bottles?
I really wish I
for
wasn't having trauma because I'd be like, no, he doesn't bathe. It's a waste of silver.
Oh no. Gonna bathe Simon, gonna drown him in holy water. Oh no.
I mean, you never know.
Bless the bat.
This is an intervention.
I bathe all the time.
But do you do it in holy water?
Oh,
What's the difference?
One
one's
spicy.
Christian. One of them.
One is 2,000 times more expensive.
Okay.
One of them.
It's like smart water.
One of them adds you to a church. Adds you to a cult.
I don't
That's
think
what
holy
baptisms
water
are.
adds you to a church.
It's literally
I don't know
what
how to
baptism is.
feel about that.
You get splashed into. You get.
That's baptism. That's not. It's not as soon as it
Into a
hits you, you're
church.
baptized. There's a whole load of bloody.
Sidon, is this being rude?
God.
I think so.
This isn't even a fantasy religion where you can be expected to like genuinely not understand. Like, do you not like they don't bring out fucking super soakers at baptism.
They'll just splash you in the face with they just splash you in the face with a bit of water.
This is. This is.
They
I think
in
you
the
should stop
water and
talking
then-
about religion.
Yeah. God almighty.
Baptism drive-by.
Yeah.
Well, please, let's stop this.
In the basin and just flick it in the face a little bit.
Oh my god. Moving on.
I do have a question. Were you guys going to tell me about the vampire? No offense meant, of course.
I am standing right here.
Oh right.
It can be explained, but maybe over a drink.
Yes, it was sort of on a need-to-know basis, and I wasn't sure how long you were planning on staying with us.
I just slipped out here at the moment.
Well, it's not the nicest thing, obviously, but maybe after a drink, yeah,
I'll hold you onto that.
that's fine.
Did you know the mayor was a werewolf?
You see the mayor walks over and turns back from a werewolf. No, Cass, you did not know the mayor was a werewolf.
And that just shocked me completely. I was expecting like a regular politician who did nothing except hide in his manor, and then out he came with in a fucking wolf form.
You see the mayor.
Every time he handed over the pelted silver for the holy water, he seemed to be wearing this protective suit, but I just thought he didn't like silver.
He had a silver allergy. Well, he does, doesn't he?
He wore a hazmat suit every time. Yeah. No, you see the mayor does actually walk over. And he's back to this, like, he's obviously very tall. I think I described him as like 6 foot, even while slightly hunched. I don't know how you guys didn't get it. Like 6
We
foot.
didn't talk to him though, did we?
No, yeah. I mean, I said it to James, Randolph, and I think in old Germanic means like guardian wolf or something. Every character name means something.
Oh, so that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Like Randolph and Reynold and all those
Yeah.
werewolf thing
Remus
in
and
movies
Remus.
always have like R.
Yeah, most of them do.
It's because wolves go.
You know what? I think you're right. Yeah, but
So do like them cringe lords on TikTok. Like,
oh,
wow.
Jesus.
The alpha wolf.
He walks over he went into his house for a minute and came back out. And he walks over holding, how many of them are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting Cassian. There's 6 of you.
It's a big number, isn't it?
No, because Artron wasn't there in my head, but he's on the thing, so I counted him twice accidentally.
No, I mean like for a party size. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, God, it's a big number.
I thought you were making fun of my maths.
I think 6 is a good number.
It is.
4 to 6
yeah,
is your nice
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
But yeah, he walks over with like he almost looks like Santa Claus. I know we described him before as like elven Santa Claus. Now he's werewolf Santa Claus. With like
with a W.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Very important. Does he have a monocle?
No.
Oh.
But he walks over
Okay,
to all of you.
go.
I'm saying this one he like walks past or like at the same time as Artron and Bryn. So you walk up and he says, I thank you for that. I didn't expect to have to. He makes like he does like with his hands like claws. Yeah.
Are they still furry?
No.
Thank you for engaging because Archron rolled dog shit on the Arcana, so I know what it is, but I don't think he would. Thank you for stepping between me and the thing with the tail, and thank you.
That was something. Luckily, the like taps his chest. The hide is stronger than the bite. I wanted to, if you accept it, we're going to try and rebuild. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. Not
Managed to hold them at the gate quite nicely.
Yes, thank you.
Get into the main.
I wanted to, and I'm sure other people are going to chip in or help. I don't want to assume that you're leaving, but you were talking.
We've got community service.
I can help with the rebuilding. We can all help with the rebuilding. It's.
Well, I don't want to.
There's a little bit. It's the least I can do.
I don't want to take up more of your time. I'm sure you have important things to do, but I wanted to give you this because we don't have that much use for money, since we are a town that relies on trade and only money between us. And he hands all of you a pouch of gold. And each of the pouches is 75 gold pieces.
Woohoo! Stuff's not poor anymore.
And then he continues. I'm sure Fizzle can put you up in the tavern for a bit longer, without charging. I don't want to shoo you off, but we are all right, so don't feel the need to stay. You've already done more than enough in helping.
Yeah, I think we will stay at least one more night, because I don't know about everyone, but I'm kind of tuckered out from that fight because it was fucking intense.
Well, looking how Artron when he first got here, I'm pretty sure he needs a rest as well. So
Yeah, I can see he's very, very tired.
What is the time of day? Is it early evening or is it
midday,
like
isn't it?
afternoon?
I think
Yeah,
it's
is it
like
midday?
2 p.m. At the latest, or the equivalent of 2 p.m. But as you're like thinking about that, what time is it? And you're like really tired. Bryn and Archeron walk back over. Obviously, Archeron to get the money. And Bryn says, "I was wondering if I could come with you guys for a bit."
How do you mean, come with
I think
us?
Maeve would have a knee-jerk reaction to that, and she'd be like, "Yes, of course."
Yeah,
Because she wants to get to know them more.
I think that'd be. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're headed to. You did tell us the name of this place, but I've forgotten. Not good.
Wovenheart.
Blizzardorf.
Wovenheart.
Fuck you guys.
at least had to name it.
Yeah, we've.
I named it like 2 weeks ago.
We're heading to Wovenheart.
The capital.
Yes. Just call it the capital if you forget the name. Yes, I heard about that. Actually, it was you, Maeve, who made me think about. I want to go back if I can.
What,
Well, I'm
what
sure we
changed?
can
I thought
help.
you.
Well, I like helping people. And I don't know. I could, like, think for a second. I could tell your father I'm gonna go back to Tharios if I can.
She's gonna look like very excited at that.
I don't know. I want to help more.
I mean, you're always you're welcome to come with us, and the way you helped Archeron, it's like, yeah, more the merrier. But you have made a life for yourself here, right? And do you really want to go back to military service? And
Well, I don't know if I want to go back to
Tharios?
service straight away, but I want to do more. And I like this place, but
It's not
I-
home.
it's not home, and I've been stagnant for a while. I want to I'll help here while you guys are here, but when you leave, I want to come with you. Plus, I tried to find a way out for a while, but I couldn't. And this is maybe the best chance I have, even if that's a bit selfish.
It's not selfish. It's your decision, your life, and I mean, like you said, you're not from here specifically, and I thought you liked it here enough that you decided to stay.
I do, ish.
Yeah.
It gets a bit weird. I sort of just want to go back to air quotes normal.
Fine with me.
Relax for a
Should be
bit.
fine with it.
I mean, it's a lot of
Yeah, I
pressure
don't
having
have
to...
anything against having you along because I saw you on the battlefield and you helped my cousin a lot, which I am very grateful for.
Just doing my job.
If you finally agree to eat that curry.
I don't think you ever offered me any.
Really wasted that day. Maybe I was not. We'll fix that today.
Speaking of that, should we all get a drink?
Yes.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, please.
So for the
Miss
most
Paul,
part...
do you still have wine?
But for the most part, there wasn't too much damage to structures. The gates were damaged a bit, and there were a few like broken buildings off it. Obviously,
Like the
Ooh.
building's close to the gates. I assume.
yeah, building close to the gate, things like that. Did the bot die?
I think it has gone off. You could just
Yeah.
draw quiet songs on this track. Then
No, it's not playing. Okay, weird. Anyway, because I looked over, I was like, it's gone. Wait a second.
My boy!
My boy. No, so for the most part, buildings were fine. So if there's anything you wanted to do before, obviously you can. And I will be going around. I was gonna say. That's a good point. Thank you, Simon. How about we go to the bathhouse, then we get a drink?
What you say it was 2 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, then
On a 30-hour day.
let's do that.
I hear it's 5 p.m. in another realm. I'm sure.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
Miller time, baby.
I hear it hits you hard if you in like a hot tub or something.
Not drinking in the bathhouse, we're
Ma-
just having a bath in the bathhouse.
Yeah, Maeve's gonna look actively uncomfortable with the idea of having a bath with these guys. But she's not gonna say anything, she's just
I'm
gonna
going
like...
to presume it's male and female split as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I thought it was just one
assuming.
big...
Well, I
We haven't been there, so
No, so I pictured it to be like there can be like one big bath, with like bubbles
Like a
and stuff.
divider.
Or there can be there's like separate rooms and
This
stuff.
changes everything.
I know. Daring today, are we? No, but there's like
Simon's
there's
having
like
his own.
there's like probably like a mix, and there's like a big one in the middle with like some smaller ones that you can go like individual rooms, like pay for a
Can we just
room.
say it's like a pool and then a hot tub?
I mean, if it wants to be a pool in the hot tub, but like it's
Sarah
like,
slide in a wave machine.
no.
for
It's-
the chilling
honestly,
hot tub.
There's a plunge pool, there's a jacuzzi, and then
that's
there's like
normal.
individual baths. No, because it's not like a place to swim; it's a place to be clean. So-
Whenever I hear bathhouse, I imagine like Japanese bathhouse, where it's like
Yeah, male
like
and
it's
female.
like
an
like
onsen.
it's male and female, but it like a hot spring type of thing, where it's like a big area, but like there's a wall dividing the two
well,
sections.
I would say it's
so you
obviously
can
more
still
like
communicate.
I would say like there is like
Male and female can't teach.
a middle bit where like you can just go in and out, doesn't matter. And then there's like sort of separate bits for like the big bath, and there's like individual rooms if you wanted to hire one or two out to like have. But we'll say just at that time, Amy walks up, who was obviously in the fight, and she just says, "I heard you all wanted a bath."
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be very nice if you're still open. I don't know the damages.
I'm gonna have to check that too. But if you need a bath, then don't worry about the cost, of course. Yeah, that's probably the best thing.
Yeah, that's very nice of
You
you.
might have to give me a few minutes to set up though.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, of course, come on.
And
Um,
also tell us if you need anything like to help you.
I'm
We are
Actually,
more
sorry.
than willing to help you.
Just lost a couple of hours. It's nothing. I can't.
I'm
Bless.
going to go and get a change of clothes.
Well, we have robes.
Artron,
Squelching off.
Artron.
Stop making
I-
that noise.
I run over and grab Artron by the shoulder. Wait, hold on a sec.
Hmm?
You've left your book with me.
I'll hold on to it for a moment. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Stop making that fucking noise. But obviously, Artron goes to get a change of clothes. Just tell me if there's anything he's doing specifically while he's there.
No, he's legitimately like just gonna go in, maybe take like a couple of minutes to compose himself, and then like get rid of the clothes that are just like filthed.
Yeah.
To one side, like not in his bag, and then get out a fresh set of clothes, and then another set of clothes for after the bath. Like all of his clothes are out now. He has no clean clothes.
But yeah, so you will follow Amy, and she like unlocks the thing. And looking around, obviously this is where Maeve and Drac were. Obviously still there is like blood and demon gunk, and you know,
Mostly
a bunch
demon
of
gunk, though.
mostly. But there's there's like some like soot marks on the floor, things like that. And you see there are some people who are like very roughly repairing the gate, just like adding some slats of wood. But yeah, she goes up to the bathhouse, and there isn't much damage to this building at all. There was like maybe a bit of like something that like flew and hit the side of the wall, but nothing that's too much. And she like opens it, unlocks it, and you see it's sort of like it's very clean on the inside, like smooth floors, with like carpets that go around. There's like a till at the front, with some doors and like changing room, things like that. I do need to know because I need to figure out when I need to start. Are we splitting it? You guys going in different rooms? Just so I know which fires
how
to
is
start.
the lookout, like, how is it divided into two baths, or?
She like walks off and like just for you to follow. There's the big room. If you look here, this is just a communal bath. Anyone who's allowed in is in. Behind that, in the other room, there is it's split. Big bath, but divider. Then there are separate ones around the sides that can be rented out. They usually fit about 4 or 5 people in one, if you're comfortable. Then there's a plunge pool over there, which I don't have to heat up because it's very cold.
You have to cool it down. Chuck more ice in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm cool going into like the big bath with the divider, but what's everyone else's preference? Do they prefer going in there on their own, or?
I really don't
clean.
care, to be fair. So you just pick.
Yeah.
Through like gritted teeth, Maeve's gonna be like, "We can all go in the big bath. I might just hire a smaller one for afterwards."
I mean, they're the one that's like divided, so like we won't see anything.
Can I insight check on that?
Yeah. Maeve has a high deception, but she's probably gonna fail.
Oh, is that
No.
Oh,
me?
meets it would be
Which
woo.
one?
It'd be woo.
Okay.
Let's flip a coin.
No, it's
Then I'm
woo. That's how
just
the rules.
gonna. Yeah, then I'm just gonna say like, maybe we will take the divider room.
Yes, no offense, but I'm not comfortable with,
What was that? That was the bar.
I thought from an
You just
electrical, like, oh no.
Hang on. They might have
There's like a
put
very
something on
clear like sigh of relief.
But yeah, we'll say Artron comes in, and after probably it probably takes about 10-15 minutes. If there's anything you want to talk about, you can. But the fires are like stoked beneath the pools, so they are now like heated up. If you would want to get in, if anyone goes to a private room, just let me know. I said that in
Can I go
character.
to a private room first?
They're
So
like
quite-
the size of like like a big bathroom with like a sort of dip in the middle, with like a square bath, like a Roman bath almost, but a bit smaller, with like steps going up. So like you could like look around. At a squeeze, you could fit like 6 people in there, but it's made for like 3 or 4.
Question for Pete: where did Sidon put Archeron's spellbook?
He's got it on him.
Well, not when he's in the water, I assume.
No. I mean, if
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
No, if he's not to throw it back, he would have like left it with his gi and his equipment. But like, he wouldn't have put it in the water.
Well, this would have been while you guys were like waiting around, I assume.
Yeah, actually, you would have had like maybe he would have taken like maybe 10 minutes to get changed and stuff. So it would have been a little bit of time when he wasn't there.
You guys just like sitting in the lobby, essentially.
He's essentially like put it in his pack and that. So
Yeah, so no, it's more like when everybody's in the pools and stuff. She might be like, "Oh, I have to use the ladies' room," and then like sneak into the thing because she wants to check if there's something in it.
Okay, so we'll say for those who want to get in the pools, if he said side, he'll be left with like his gear and stuff. So I assume it's like by the side of like there's like a big bench or something with stuff.
yeah, well, wherever we store our clothes for
like
the bathhouse,
a basket
like,
for each person, and you just
Yeah,
they're
something like
all
that. There's like it's like a
anything.
small like basket or like box that people have their stuff in. You Maeve, as you like look around, you can see obviously no sign have the book, so you assume it's probably there or with Archeron. You don't remember him taking it or whatever, so do it that way you want.
Do you need me to make a sleight of hand to try and like flick a page? Because I'm basically.
Well, are you trying
looking
to?
for...
Well, so I would say it's there if you want to do it without people. Like, how are you getting out? So I assume it's like you said it was like is it the divided room? I'm sort of confused where you guys are.
I assume it's divided room.
Well,
I don't
Archeron's
know what
gone
the
for
layout of this
a room
bathhouse
by
is.
himself.
Sorry, Beth.
I don't know what the layout of this bathhouse
No.
is. so-
Well, I'm asking if you guys are all in the room with the divider.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
go into the room with a divider at least.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, if you were to grab it, it'd be like a bit of like a. Oop. So I would say, can you make me a stealth check? I'll say you have advantage because people are like relaxing. 18, yeah. So no one sees you get it. You like go and you sneakily grab it. And where do you go?
So she'd probably just like go into like a little side cupboard full of towels or something. She's not looking to snoop. She's not somebody that snoops. She just wants to, because obviously Archeron has mentioned in passing that the book opens on the page that you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
So she's basically looking to see if that letter that she sent has been like stashed in there, or if he didn't get it, because he didn't say anything about it, so she still doesn't know if he got it. So that's basically what she's looking for. So she'd just like sort of like flick through and see if there was any little like papers stuffed in.
Okay, well I don't know the specific this book. So James, I don't know if you have anything.
Yeah, sure. I have things for everyone. So when Maze goes to open it, it's not like you flick through. It's more like you go to take off the very heavy first page, and it's like some of the pages are stuck together, and it automatically opens. Not stuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They just come up with it, and it opens like generically near the front. And the first thing you notice is straight away is some of the pictures that Archeron had like sketched out of you when you first met. There's one of you in your I was gonna say your fucking elk form, but that's not
Form of
what it
dread.
is. What form of dread? Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus. There's this one of you in the form of dread, and then that's been
What's it with
not
Beth and
erased,
elks?
but it's like it's definitely not finished. It's height like because when he started drawing it, I don't know if you remember, but you kind of said like stop, so he kind of like abandoned it, but like sketched out what he'd seen of your marks, your birth marks. So that's what he's got them down at. There's a lot of them as you can kind of scanning through it. The next picture, there's a lot of pictures of you and others around the fire, but like the focus is on like you in like candid moments, like rolling your eyes or laughing and things like that. The next page is the message, like very, very carefully refolded, like probably in a different way than you'd folded it. But it's very like neatly tucked into the pages. It's basically glued in, around it, and so when you like unfold it, it's kind of framed by some of these pictures. There's some of the pictures are quite abstract. Then kind of on the page, none of it's like. I know pictures have been very voluptuous because there's pictures of her fashion as well, but Archeron is much more modest. So a lot of it is like on the form rather than the boobs.
Yeah.
Did not like
on
that in my ears.
There's some diary extracts as well that focus on times that he's been like bowled over with impressed by her. So like, every time you turn the page, it's not like you're turning just one page. Like again, pages seem to turn en masse, and it's the vibe you get as you skim through is not. This is what I want to see. This is what Archeron. When Archeron writes in his book and thinks of Maeve, this is what he's writing. So some of the diary entries are stuff like about how impressed he's been with her presence and her grace, and and how he wishes he could be as not forgiving. What's the word? Like generous with her time and stuff like that. What else? There is a bunch of really bad poems in there that he's written, but you don't get the feeling they're about her. And there's this picture of Archeron dancing with this woman in there that the poems are kind of framing, that is definitely not her. It's a kind of a human-looking woman, but I will send you the terrible poems now. The last thing is it sits. Yeah, I'll send that to you. Bear with. Oh, this is going to be a bloody one-note extract, I'm afraid.
Fine.
And you can do with that what you will, but yeah. So it's mainly pictures, diary extracts of like when they first met and when I'm trying to think of like there's mentions of the awkwardness after the ball and stuff like that as well. And he's like he's really embarrassed that he kind of read it wrong and things like that. So it's a bit it's like a teenager's diary.
Yeah. No, I think she would like see certain extracts and things that she was like. She's not like say she's not trying to snoop. She literally was looking for the letter. But I think if she saw specific things, she'd sort of like avert her eyes and be like, "Nope, that's private, that's private." And then she'd like try and close it if it closed. And I think
it closes, yeah.
After seeing that, please.
It's the
After
cat.
seeing,
His
like,
cat's simply tapping with his claws.
You're a dog, man. I don't know why you think you're a dog.
Because I specifically said Maeve would small the cat person. That's why. Fuck you. And I like cats better than dogs. I don't care.
Yeah, but I think after seeing like the candid pictures and stuff, she'd be like very emotional and like trying to not look like she's been on the verge of tears. So she'd do that like thing where she like fans her eyes, and then she's like, and then she'd like try and sneak the book back in. Do you need me to roll again, or can I just?
I will say, give me another stealth check.
Okay.
Because
you got this.
It's also advantage, but 13. I believe someone might see that. It doesn't really matter too much. You have your
hero points.
Talisman D4 is what I was going to say, James.
Oh yeah.
But she has hero points too.
You also have hero points. There you go, 17. So yeah, you get it back. I think the only person who would notice would be Cass, but I don't know. She's probably not watching.
Just making sure to hide her socks because Laugh keeps stealing the left one.
Just the left one.
Dunking them in water, so you have to get them on wet.
Yep.
Yeah, evil.
But yeah, you sneak the book back, and is there anything you guys are doing while at the bathhouse?
Have your socks, Laugh has, and will steal them.
Joke's on you, Sad doesn't wear socks.
Oh. Yeah.
I
bet he wears trainers with toes, the toe trainers.
No, he wears sandals.
He wears Crocs.
I wear Crocs. Crocs are great. After he's tried to process a little bit what's happened, and he kind of comes out of his reverie isn't the word, but it's the only one I can think of at the moment. Archeron will look at the others to see if anyone else took anything near the kicking he took. He's
the only other person I think would have been Bryn.
Bryn, yeah. Is she with us, by the way?
Bryn would be around, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know Bryn
Assume
that
she's
well.
on the women's.
Yeah,
She would be on the women's side,
Yeah, the women's side. So what about? I know Sidon was right up in melee. What about how?
Sidon, I think, took a few hits.
I took 6 damage in total.
Oh, God damn
Well,
it.
no, because you'd had the 10 HP at the beginning. That's why you didn't take. Because you did take more than that, but
I took, I think, maximum
I think
damage
16
I
or
took
something.
was 16 damage because I
Yeah.
lost my 10 HP immediately.
and then I just rolled really terribly on every subsequent
Yeah,
attack.
I also took
No,
16
I will say
damage.
that I lost my 10 HP to something that apparently shouldn't have done half damage. So,
Well, Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, it's only 10 HP, mate. Not
Yeah.
like you died. But yeah, so looking around, seeing that no one else got hurt, Archeron looks like it's gonna
Well,
like.
that's not true. People got hurt. They just didn't get as
no one
hurt.
here
Yeah,
got
I
hurt,
got quite low, but I had a lot of temp HP from my Flame
Yeah.
of Dread.
Well, yeah.
Also heal everyone. So,
Yeah.
And like
That's right.
16,
Okay.
16 hit points is a lot
Yeah.
of damage to take. Obviously, that kills one of the guards
Commoners, yeah.
in a hit.
It kills them
Um,
like 2 times over.
Well, I think they had 11.
Yeah.
So like
didn't
obviously
they have like 4 or
No,
something?
no,
that's
they
commoners,
had, they had. I think the guards had 11.
Okay.
The elite guards had like 50.
It was a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of like
50 minutes ago.
half chuckle to himself as he kind of realizes kind of where he is and what he's doing. And kind of looks around and goes, "I think maybe I picked the wrong gate. What do we think? Did anyone else get a wolf, or was it just me?"
No,
what
we
was in
got
the-
No.
this big flying thing. I don't remember the name of it.
I believe it was a Vra.
Oh yeah, a rock. That's right.
Ah.
But Maeve just threw fire at it and it blew up. It was
Right.
really cool display.
I kept trying, but well, my spells kept failing, and then the wolf appeared, and
hey,
What,
man,
you
you
got
should
it,
be,
wolf?
yeah,
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't know what it was. It was a wolf with a
I
scorpion
got a
tail. It
glimpse
did-
of it out of
Yeah.
the corner of my eye because I was a giant at the time.
It did this, and it kind of brings his torso out of the water, and there will be like a huge welt, I imagine, kind of in the sternum, where the wolf like hit him with its. I think, as you said, it was a scorpion.
It's like a
tail?
scorpion tail, yeah.
And he's going to show it. It's this livid
It'd be
mark.
like a
in-
pierce mark with like sort of
Yikes.
green.
yeah,
It's like it's clearly not like active in air quotes anymore, but it's like doing its best to heal. But obviously, it's a massive mark with like poison. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should have a look at that and see so
I think
it's
it went
not
all the way through. I'm
like
not sure.
poisonous or something.
It was
It
pretty
was at the
rough. And it's like he's noticeably a bit paler than he has been like previously. His like scar on his neck really standing out, and as he's like kind of grey, he himself is like kind of grey with the shock of it all. And so he's the only one who, well, I think the only one of us who got taken down.
Well, we
Afraid
all
so.
took a lot of damage because, yeah, it was really rough out there. And also,
Rough, yeah.
you were the only one who defended with Brim, but still defended a gate on your own.
There were the guards, and there were the
Yeah, we all had guards
Yeah.
with us, so
Look, Max, you should be proud of yourself. You did a lot. Just sometimes sometimes it looks like it's not enough, but what you did was a lot, and you should be proud of what you've accomplished.
I tried. I really tried. I was debating running away at one point. Don't get me wrong, but it was a close run thing. And I say
Listen.
I'm here now. I'm still here. Whew, just
There's nothing wrong with running away. It's
well, I didn't
And
want to
the
leave
fact that
Bryn
you-
by herself.
yeah,
because you'd
and the
already
fact you
lost.
didn't was really impressive. It's not about bravery. Is not about like about just standing your ground. It's like, despite all those odds and having fear, you chose to stand your ground anyway, and it was impressive.
It
Like I
was-
said, I got turned into a giant. I could just about see what was going on over there, so that's why I came over when I saw the wolf on your side.
Yeah. It was pretty rough. It was. Do we know what they were after? Who
Chaos.
they were after? Well,
I don't care
think it was
that
just chaos.
Well, they didn't.
I will
They
say
shouted something, didn't
they
at the
did.
start of it?
I'm just gonna find it. Hold on.
I've got it handy. 1 second.
It was find your kin something or
Find
other.
your kin, take the rest of
Thralls,
the-
find your kin, take the rest of the master's name. That's what was said before. You can interpret that how you will.
Do we know?
No, that was said out loud, wasn't it?
That was like a booming
Yeah,
voice that everyone heard.
Maybe I could talk to Sable. I know that they dealt with some incursions.
Well,
Are you there?
There is
I
also
thought they were in the
the idea.
corridors. I don't know.
is it like one of those like?
This is the thing. I
Japanese
don't
pools?
understand how. Yeah, I don't understand how the room works. Because I think it's
I
like
just
one
imagine it
big
like a
room.
swimming pool. That's what I'm picturing. I'm
Yeah.
not imagining anyone's naked.
It's
I'm just-
I'm
It's a
imagining
bathhouse,
big
not a
bath.
pool, so
Yeah,
that's why.
it's a big bathhouse. There
But
is
we're
a
in like
thin
we're not all like
divider.
cocks out,
Uh,
are we? We're just there like in like bathing gear, getting clean, or
I
in
mean,
like.
that's up to you guys.
I would
But when
be
I
in bed-
picture,
I would be in
when I picture a bathhouse,
To be fair,
gonna
Drax
Google it, 'cause I
is
think I'm
rock
being
out with his
stupid.
cock out, just so you know.
everyone else
just
is
floating
clothed.
in the water.
No, I'm slab.
And there we go.
Oh god.
I mean, the closest thing is like what pizza, like a Japanese bathhouse,
Yeah,
but with like
I-
a divide. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, just
Hey,
like the wall.
It's
just
like
like
a
a- yeah.
wall, but like, you can. It's like a high wall, with no like ceiling. It's not like you're in an individual room. It's like you can still hear over the side of it.
No,
Like,
I
you
was
can
just
communicate.
wondering because I don't know what people are doing.
Like we can communicate through the wall, but we just can't see each other. Obviously.
Yeah.
There's woman's side, man's side, so we can still talk.
We can still hear your side of the
Yeah,
thing.
we'll say you guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you guys are doing, so I just used to make sure.
I kind of pictured like the kiddie bit of a like two kiddie bits of a swimming pool.
Yeah, I imagine
Um,
just like a divider in between them.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be weird if we were all like, I don't know. Yeah, it's.
I mean, I don't know what you guys picture when like, you say I say bathhouse, but I
I
think we're
personally
picturing
don't
different
like
things.
the
bathhouse.
idea of a bathhouse. I know it's like a cultural thing, but I just can't. Get
Well,
it.
it's like a fantasy though, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So sorry, what was it you said now? Before we got tangent.
Talk to Sable
Oh,
because they had an incursion.
If you wanted, I could.
Would there have
send a
been
message.
an... Oh, sorry.
If you wanted, I could send a message to Gethin. Didn't remember. In the fight, it came to me. I realised how I could send messages to people from a long way away. If you wanted,
Yeah.
There is also
You take send it.
an idea.
I'd take send it because I got really pissed off with not being able to speak to people.
Fair.
Hey,
If
Alex,
they were
how you
looking-
doing? Yeah, baby, you.
Oh. I'm gonna have to do all these voices on the fly now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Would
There
I
is
know
also
if-
an idea
Sorry. Go on.
that it said find your kin, but I don't know if that was like specifically what they were doing here. They were finding their kin to sort of like add them to whatever fight they were doing, but at the end of the fight, despite losing, the voice in my head basically was happy with the amount of chaos sown. So it could just have been chaos they were after. And if they were after kin, they may have been after me. They treated me like it when I was there, so
Can I see the mark
Fine.
on your hand again?
Yeah. trying
This is
to
going to be awkward because it's going to take 10 minutes. And I just need to go and get my pearl, and if I drop it in this bath,
No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to be fuming. So,
Booga, booga,
I'm-
booga, booga.
Oh, I've not got mage hand still. Fuck, I'm going to send Porridge to get my goddamn pearl so I don't have to get out of the bath because it looks cold outside the bath. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Porridge brings me my all-seeing pearl, and I'm going
The
to
white
spend a
pearl.
few minutes to cast Identify on the mark on his hand. I know it's identified as Saviour, but I wonder if there's anything that I've missed.
No, it's just
I-
a bitch.
Yeah. I don't have the specifics for like an item as a sense, but with the identify, it is the equivalent of a curse.
Mm-hmm.
In basic terms, it is like a mark that will identify him to demons as a fellow demon. So he won't be attacked. You know, as he said, he only was attacked once he did the attacking. And even still he wasn't. But also, you can tell it makes him more susceptible to demonic abilities.
When you say demonic abilities, would that be stuff like saving throws, or would it be a little
Stuff
bit more
like saving
abstract?
throws. Okay. But like also abstract, you know, in the same sense. But
I will. Son, when did this mark appear?
It was when we were in the stables. Remember, I sort of just clapped to my knees, and it just showed up just before the combat happened.
Was there anything before that? Do you remember anything that you think could have perhaps set it off?
I don't think so. It, 3 weeks ago, I don't think anything really set it off. I think we were just talking in the stables, and then
you were just talking, then you had that weird flash of
something running.
You had something that happened to you in order as well. Do you remember?
Yeah.
In the tent. I wonder. Can I make an Arcana check, see if the two things are related to this, or like see if I can figure out what this black mark is? I'm assuming it's a black mark.
It's like on the back of his palm, and it's like a rune. It's like it's the same color palette as his belt, like sort of a black mark behind with that sort of green, not like emerald, like more sickly green. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to make an Arcana check to see if I can see if we. Cause I know it's like a curse. I'd like to see if I can like narrow it down to a. I don't want to say like a named villain, but like I also would assume it's Abyssal. But with the book I read on the Abyss and from Gethin or from the library, I can't remember where it was from now, and just putting two and two together, I want to see that and whether or not I think that our new cleric friend would be powerful enough to remove curse on it.
I don't know how much you get from that. I'll say if you make an Arcana, I can tell you like difficulty in removing.
21. Baby.
21. It's pretty powerful magic. Remove curse, I believe, is a 3rd level spell.
You can, but yeah.
Yes, yeah, but base level. Obviously, you don't know the full extent of Cass's abilities. With a 21, you get the sense it's on the cusp. Cass might be able to do it. You can't be entirely sure. It's definitely strong, but you also would know that would likely be side effects if it were to be removed forcefully.
Would I be able to, with the roll and putting that together, assume then that this is a quote-unquote gift from the Wretched Howler?
You can make that assumption.
Okay.
Something to do with that, possibly. Yeah.
So this may be a gift from your fanged, fiendish friend, the Wretched Howler. FFF. It's a big fat F for the team here. Cass, hang on one moment. I'm going to try to knock on the paper divide, desperately try not to rip it with my wet hands.
It's not paper, it's like wooden.
Wooden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like a stone. Yeah, it's fancy.
Boom, boom, boom.
We'll say there's a little hatch that can be opened. Like it's locked on both sides. It's locked on both sides, so you both have to unlock it. But you can like open the small windows and like poke your head up.
Yeah, ladies. Excuse me. Could we talk?
I'll like stand and unlock it and like open it.
You see the top of Maeve's forehead.
No.
I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Cass, is Cass there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello. Do you know the spell Remove Curse?
Like, can I just imagine, like Maeve moving back and sitting down, and all these like gorgeous women sitting in this pool, and Archon just sticking his head through this little square window, like
desperately trying not to look, like trying to.
Oh my god!
So, like when you said that I still opened it, I like just imagine like like there was a moment where he got like the full beams, if you will. And
You also don't have to look through it. It can just be like a thing to help sound travel.
Why do I imagine like Slab holding Archeron up and just be like, Archeron's head's just like in the window, and Slab's there like.
I like that you choose the one with the -1 strength.
Oh, this is the fan service episode. If this
I don't
was
think
an
Archon
anime,
would want
Maybe
Slab to
listening,
hold it,
you know
it
what
was
to do.
Sorry, just imagine all of the guys like sticking their head through like the friends thing in the door, and they're all just like.
I would definitely be like batting back Sidon, like pervert. Our friends.
I've not done anything. I'm chilling. Don't drag me into your perversions.
I'm merely having a conversation. Oh my god, she's got out of the water.
Simon, this was your idea.
Why? I've not done anything. I'm not a pervert.
Sorry. Archon's like holding his hand in front of his eyes, and like you see like the merest like speck where his like fingers are opening just a little bit when they close in as he like regains composure. Cass, would you have the spell remove curse?
I don't have it prepared.
But could you have it prepared for presumably tomorrow?
I can have it prepared tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. It's just we have
An epiphany.
No, I don't want to say who it is because I can hear the eye roll from over here. One of us has got some kind of demonic curse on them. It'd be worth trying to remove it.
Archon, we all know who it is.
I
just
know.
I just shout over. I had no choice in the matter at this time.
Well, we don't know that for sure, do we? But
That's what you say.
Imagine there's sponges in this bathhouse.
Uh-uh.
Can I just say that Maeve like secretly like picks up one of the sponges, soaks it in the water, and then throws it at the wall right above the window, and the water just like drips down.
his whole head through. That's. But that would be quite funny.
It doesn't hit him; it just hits the wall above him, and the water
it
like
just squelches down. Yeah, I will go, but thank you. I will lock it from this side. Thank you, ladies. I literally said that whole thing with my eyes closed all the way through. I don't know if you could hear it.
You know, I couldn't actually.
Next time, a little bit of warning, please. I almost didn't have time to, cover myself with a towel.
I did knock. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Wait, is Cass naked right now?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
A serious question though: can Archon get his head out the door again?
Oh my god, my head's stuck.
Try make me an acrobatics check.
Oh my god. Come on. Nah, one.
I'll give you a +2 because of the water
wetness.
that Maeve. Yeah, the Maeve.
Wait,
Oh,
so it's Cass, Maeve, and
Bryn.
Bryn. They're all just sat there basically naked, and Archon's head is now stuck.
Yeah. No, 16 + 2 is 18. So it's like you have seconds like but then you manage to get your head back.
Yeah. I have to turn it. Like,
it's that
it's
instant.
rotating my body. No!
It's the instant where you're terrified, but you're fine after half a second. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna return my head, and
Plus, Archer couldn't see anything. He had no glasses on.
Oh, true. But my spectral ghost book, no.
My glass.
Such a ghost book.
Yeah.
But the
wait,
thing
your
is,
spectral ghost
he
book is
can make
definitely not
out
in
the
here.
outline, surely.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's very shy. Like he would not be Pervin.
This is the funny thing, because I think Maeve would know that and just really like lay it on thick just because it's funny.
You pervert! What are you sticking your head through?
Yeah, but like as she stands up to like moves back away from the thing, she just like proper saunter away. It's like
Swaying, yeah.
yeah, just a proper tease.
His eyes are closed. He doesn't see this. He is gone from being pale to as red as fucking terracotta.
He's just gone Drax colour.
He's stopped light red at the moment.
Oh, no.
And like he like tries to ease himself back in the pool, struggles to sit down for a moment, and kind of like has to go like almost like horizontal, like straight line. He goes,
If it lasts
I
longer
forgot
than
what
4
I asked.
hours,
It's warm in here. Is it me? It's warm in here.
Archer, this room is very warm.
Yes, it's warm in here.
Silent had a
Drax
bit of
just
a,
gonna
giggle.
smirk.
Yeah. Silent to say, has a bit of a smirk, and he's like, "Did you get a good look, Archeron?"
No.
see, it was Simon's idea.
I need to give more NPCs silence.
Yeah.
The next NPCs you guys meet, I'm gonna make sure they have silence.
Silent just teasing.
The thing is, well, Simon
killing
doesn't
it.
have that thing on him, does he? So he can't roll for.
Oh, that's true. He probably
rudeness.
took the ring off.
I've took the ring off, yeah.
I don't take my ring off to have a bath.
I do. I
You
think
take
everything
your
off
rings
to
off
have a
to
bath.
bathe.
I mean, his is.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is a wedding ring.
In real
I
life,
was gonna say, yours is a wedding ring.
I can't remember last time I took my ring off. What was I saying? Yeah, so after he like flushes, he says, son, we might be okay tomorrow to try to remove the curse if you think you can go one night without realizing Archon has backed himself into a sentence cave. He's just going to leave it there. Like, you managed to go one night without doing something.
Anyway, where are my glasses?
Yeah. Has anyone seen Porridge?
Just one
You can
thing.
go one night without being Sidon.
What
think
about the
it's okay.
side effects and stuff like that?
Well,
blow my arm off.
Yeah, maybe
have
he's
no
like
idea. I'm
disabled
sorry.
or
Lose an
something.
arm over it.
I genuinely, so I have no idea. Well, we know Maeve has the ability to dispel magic, and I can identify it, and we have a cleric now. So I don't know. It depends on whether you think it's worth the risk. It's still a bit warm.
I also prepare holy water.
It's yes. So it's definitely it's whether it's not your worth. Sorry, it's whether or not you think it's worthwhile. We have a cleric, so if something goes, we have a cleric. We have slab. If there's something that goes really wrong,
I will say it's not affected my limited mental faculties.
look at it.
Yeah, look at it.
Of what you've got.
But I mean, I've still got my free will, and
Now, how would you know though?
You
Well,
still
I'm not
have your
active.
free will as of now.
as of
We
now,
don't know.
yeah. But
If it will get worse or not.
at the minute, while I've got it, I have a bit of a connection to that realm, and I can hear them. Well, not right now, but I have I can sort of hear them when the fight was over, and I could hear whoever. So, I mean, it could be worth potentially keeping it so we can keep tabs in case, if another incursion happens, we'll know.
The only concern is if you, as I said, it makes you susceptible to them, and I that could mean control. It's up to you, son. I think
mean,
very
we have
carefully
till-
about it.
We have till morning to
Well,
figure it out.
yes. But yeah,
In
think
the
very
meantime, let's
carefully
just
before you make a decision.
enjoy the bath.
Bubbles arise up from between Simon's legs. Oh.
No. He will stretch and just sort of it's sort of like starfish out a bit. Just chilling.
Is there any way that I can how far away can I get from that?
At the
Just
most, you
imagine
get
it's like this murky
you get like probably 20 feet, on the
Oh.
other side of the bath if he's in the corner.
What do I need for prestidigitation to clean this water?
You'd control water.
Oh god,
Um,
yeah.
I've been clean.
Nice. Fun.
No,
Honestly,
no.
no one's very clean right now after the fight.
everyone else.
But, yeah.
Verbal and somatic, yeah. So you every so often you'll just hear Archeron reheat the water a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll say that you guys have a very nice sort of relaxing bath.
Short rest.
You can count this a short rest, yeah. You can use. So I assume you get a bath after, I mean, you guys pick a number. Probably
Well,
like,
a
you know,
short rest
So-
level, so an hour long bath is pretty good.
So yeah, hour and a half.
proper,
is-
proper so.
Yeah, you'll begin to get out, and you know, put on various outfits. You will also have custom robes. It's like
Monogram.
Before I finish with the bath, right? So I've taken the proper bath, right? But I want to take a dip in the plunge pool and just sort of like, just because it's cold and it's a good shock to the system.
Yeah,
and it would probably be something Sidon would do. He works out. He exercises. He understands the benefits of a cold.
Yeah,
cold
I think
shock,
I would as
so-
well, actually. Like, yeah.
So Sidon would just.
healing.
Okay, so you guys jump in, you make con saves.
Have you? I love a plunge pool. Actually, I think they're great.
I've done it once, so I
10.
couldn't do it.
That was better than all of my concentration checks in that fight.
So you both jump into the plunge pool, and obviously that second of cold water shock, you go and start like breathing really quickly. But with like a low as a 10, that's fine. You like get that shock for like a second as it spikes through your system, but like manage to regain yourself and get out the plunge pool, feeling very cold. But yeah, so you all put on your various outfits.
I was gonna say, in the middle of that, like people getting ready and stuff, I'm gonna have Maeve like try and catch Archeron before he like follows everybody else, because she just wants to get him alone for a second.
Yeah, he'd probably been a bit slow. Like everything would just be a little bit like slower than normal. I'm just gonna shout because my dog's being an arsehole now. Bear with me 1 second as I call. And he would, he would be. I think if anyone, I don't know if you like creep up behind him, but without his glasses, he's not blind as a bat, but he's very
Surprise!
My glasses.
No, I imagine. So I imagine this like. I imagine this like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine it's like all very stone-esque, and I imagine there's like 2 doorways like leading into the opposite like changing areas, if you will. Unless it's just one big one, I don't know.
No, it's not one big one.
But she'd just like wait by that entrance thing just to see him walk through, and then she'd just like sort of like.
What the hell's that in the background?
Peru, I think.
What?
It's some talking in the background.
Oh yeah, I think it's Peru.
Oh, my brother is screaming in his room, and his is next to mine. So I'll mute myself.
Obvious Fortnite player.
But yeah, she'd just sort of like, make her presence known as he was leaving.
Okay, yeah, he would see. Mate, I promise, mate, I didn't look. Honestly, I saw, but I didn't look.
Archeron, I know. You had your eyes closed the entire time. It was more a case of you mentioned you could send messages.
Yeah, actually, if I was short rested, I might be able to. I might have 3rd level spells. Let me just see how that quickly.
Well, you
works.
leveled up, so I think you have at least one.
No, I use
one
all my 3rd
fourth.
level spells.
You get your
You
4th
can't
level.
upcast spells to send them.
I mean, you can always upcast a spell, you just don't get any effects.
Okay, let me just see. I can. Oh no, I can get some spells back. I can get 1/3 level back. Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
he's
Okay.
rested, got all his 1st levels, and got 1/3 levels. Yeah, I can send to anyone now if I know them, or you can describe them. I thought it'd be good if I could help. It maybe we would be able to help. You said you wanted to talk to Nix, and it was awkward. And
She'd
your
like
dad?
smirk at that, and she'd like be nodding, like that's exactly what I was going to ask. It doesn't have to be now, but Nix mentioned in the message earlier that she was at the house. I just want her to know that I'm coming, and I
Okay.
don't want her to disappear.
Okay,
That's a
sure.
good idea.
Do you? Has Archeron seen a picture of her? I know
She-
she's been described, but
Well, I think she'd like put a finger up as to say 1 second, and then like run into the little changing room and like look through her bag and get her little leather-bound book and like run back and like flick through it to a picture of Nyx, and then just show it to him and be like, "This is Nyx, or Nyx as I remember her." Stop, cat. So needy, cat.
It looks not exactly like this, but I just have the image that I have.
I can try. What would you like me to say to her?
Just tell her Maeve says stay put. Because if I get there and she's left, I will kill her.
Is that NIX, Nick?
NYX.
NYX.
NYX. Yeah, okay. Oh, like, okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, so he thinks back for a moment. So he's going to pull out. He goes through his stuff. He goes, he looks around. I don't have my book at the moment. But as soon as I gave it to Sidon. As soon as I give it back, I can do it. He must be outside, but I'll do it straight away.
Thank you. And then I think she'd like pull him into a hug, not too hard because obviously he's probably still hurting.
My ribs.
and then he'd just feel because I don't know how tall is Archeron?
He's not as tall as Maeve.
So I think he'd just feel this like very like soft kiss on the top of his head, and then she'd like scurry off into the changing room.
Archeron is basically the little brother.
Yeah, he's gonna desperately be lifting stuff to try and find his book now, and then he's gonna like come out. You know how people like come out with like one shoe half off, like skidding around the corner trying to buckle his pants. Like, book. Sidon, where's the
book? Here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I was going to give it to you when we came outside, so I'll just wait at the door.
Okay. No, thank you. He's going to quickly examine it. No finger smudges, no peanut butter.
It's not water.
I have not opened the book.
Okay. Well, it's just your.
I'm a good person.
Would he be able to tell that it had been opened?
I don't think he.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it's a book, isn't it? You didn't crack.
This is a visible like.
Yeah.
Oh god, she'd never crack the spine of a book.
No, I don't know how it works because I've never played one. But doesn't the order of the scribe book in it sentient? Can it not tell you that it's been opened?
His one's different.
So he's going to get his book, which is his spellcasting modifier. He's going to take it and just like spend a minute looking at it with a weird, like not wistful, but like a conflicted look on his face. Before he scrolls through to find the spell sending, which he's just added to his spell list, opens it up, looks at this picture of Nyx that Maeve has given him, or rather, he's going to recreate it in minor image. So he looks at it, and he's going to send, dear Nyx, I am a friend of Maeve's.
She's going to laugh at that.
Well, I think he's writing this down, so it wouldn't be out loud.
No, I mean she's gonna laugh at Maeve having a friend.
I'm a friend of Maeve's. She has asked you stay put at the house,
or she will kill you.
Or she will kill you. No, he would write that then scratch it out, please.
I believe you have 3 more.
That can't be 25, 22.
It's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kill you is
off your intestine.
If you remove the kill you, I think it's 19.
Stay put at the house, please. She's coming soon. Archeron. I think that's 25-ish. Yeah, he would send that over. No, the problem is because presumably she's on a different plane. I think I need to roll the d20.
You roll d100.
Is it d100?
I can tell. I don't forget. It's like a really low percentage of failing though.
It's like 5%.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll get that message back to you
it's sent
after the break.
Okay. Should we take a break now? That's a good time.
I was going to take a break in a sec. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I was going to say, so that message is sent, and obviously, it will have been replied immediately. But we'll get, it will happen. It's fine. It's no time. But he sends it as you're walking.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all begin to walk back to, I assume, the tavern and inn, the Thistle and Thorn, and you sort of are given a table, and you're like handed pretty much the entire menu's worth of things if you want food. food and drink and stuff.
Cecil, do you mind if I make my curry?
How do these sound?
You keep going
It's
on about this
Uruguay.
curry. Is it a really?
Uruguay without the
It
accent.
sounds like a really good curry.
I haven't had an excuse to make my curry in a long time, okay? The people here don't do spices.
You
Don't just
always
spices.
ruin the pot.
Putting extra spice in it is not ruining the pot. It's not my fault. You have a cap on.
I'm the one who has to clean the pot afterwards.
Well, now
Fine, I
really
promise
am
I'll clean the
interested.
pot this time.
What kind of curry is it?
The spicy kind.
Now
Oh,
I
yes.
really want to try it.
Love spicy food.
But as you're all discussing food,
Like a
and,
madras.
food and drink and things like that, we'll say Archon sends that message now.
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
Okay, well, jumping back in, I set up a map for the tavern, which is the one I used before. Doesn't matter.
Can we say I prepared the curry in the break?
We had a break. The characters didn't. The curry is currently being prepared. We'll say that.
Excellent.
that was a Mr. Burns excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the fingers.
excellent.
Excellent.
James, you just decide to sit on the seat that Cass was sitting on.
Fun?
Just decide to sit on the seat that Cass
Isn't
was
that a
sitting on.
Isn't that a spare seat there?
No,
Oh no, sorry. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. I thought she was sat on. I'll bring the chair here. Sorry, I thought it
the
was a
seat's
spare seat.
right there.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
one here.
I've got a thing over it. What the hell's wrong with my thing? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, I'm having a nightmare today. Clearly. There we go. Porridge is eating seeds from the bread, not bread itself because it bloats him.
But yeah, we'll say you all sat the bar. Food is being prepared for you. You've all gotten like drinks and like garlic bread starters. I forgot.
Sorry, I know I always ask this, but this is a legit one. How does Cassian react to garlic bread?
He doesn't care about garlic.
Oh right, okay. Damn.
No
Oh,
vampires.
no,
care
well,
about
damn,
garlic.
that's actually like you because all the foods to lose out on garlic bread would be like one of the worst, wouldn't it?
I mean,
My theory is that vampires just wanted people to season themselves so they tasted better. So they were like, we're allergic to garlic. We can't touch garlic. And then people eat loads of garlic and then they taste really good.
And ice cream.
well, I don't. The thing about vampires and garlic is so silly to me.
It's
that
about coagulant. It's an anticoagulant, isn't it? That's what-
I don't know, but
Isn't it D&D lore that the vampires made up that you can't see yourself in the reflection, so they could see my reflection, I'm not a vamp. Surely.
Well, in Periphalon, vampires don't care about garlic
Okay.
because
It's too tasty.
yes,
Because God decided, fuck
even
you.
if they don't,
Cassian doesn't eat, so it's
Yeah, I know.
not a problem.
it doesn't
Oh
matter.
yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, what about something similar? What about? I reckon he doesn't like onions then.
He doesn't eat.
He doesn't. Yeah.
No, like the stench of onions rather than how garlic.
Breath. Onion
Yeah.
breath.
Specifically. But yeah, so you sent the message, and you sort of wait a second, you sit down, you order your food, and you get back in your head, you beat me to it. I was just about to send a... Never mind. I'll be here, or wherever you are. I love... Wait. And the message cuts off.
I was gonna say that's a lot of words.
Yeah, that was 25. Excluding the ums.
Sorry.
Very important
I
word.
assume only Archeron heard that in canon.
Only Archeron
We
heard,
all
yeah.
heard it as a group, but Archeron would be like he would kind of like sit bolt upright, like zip from left to right, like look really confused, and then turn to Maeve and go, Nick says she's very excited to see you. Thank you for the message, and she hopes you're very well. And we'll see you as soon as you can.
Oh, okay.
Make me a deception check.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to say your friend came across ditzy.
No.
She is.
So you can definitely see the cogs. Like she says, she's doing very well, and she hopes that you are too.
Maybe you know Nick's well enough. She didn't say that.
Did she insult me at all?
Genuinely, no, I don't think she did. I think she said I surprised her and beat her to it. I don't know what. I think she was going to message you anyway, so maybe I picked a tough spell. But oh well.
Sorry.
But no, it's okay. It's good. Tomorrow, if you want, I can't do it again today. Oh, I could, but I wanted to try and help with the gates, if they will let me. But there was a few things I wanted to do before we left. But I can always send another spell, another message tomorrow. I could write a letter to Gethin. I don't know how it would get through the gates. I suppose I could try.
I can get a message
Ouch.
to Gethin if you want me to.
Well, it was more for you because I know you'd asked Sable, and I don't know if you'd got anything useful from her.
Question for the DM.
Hello.
Can I attempt to speak to Gethin directly, or does it just not work?
Will
Will
you tell me, has Maeve ever tried?
You go straight to voicemail.
You've reached
Internet is unavailable. There's an excited dog walking around.
Your messages are
know.
very important to us.
Because I think she
Elevator
was.
music.
I think she was pretty much told, like, that she's supposed to go through Sable, and she hasn't really questioned it. But she'd probably be able to.
I mean, I was asking if she'd tried. I know the answer.
I don't think. Probably not. No.
Okay. Do you want to try?
Yeah. Can I hit speed dial number 2?
Well, it's definitely not on speed dial. Can you make me an
Arcana.
spellcasting check? So it is your charisma. Can you just roll me a straight charisma check? 8.
Oof.
You sort of think for a minute, and you try to form that connection between you and Gethin. And you're having a hard time. You do feel that connection with Sable is there.
Mhm.
But at this moment you don't think you get a connection with Gethin.
I think she's just gonna pick up the drink off the table and knock it back. I'll try again later then.
I'll try tomorrow. I could. If you wanted, we could try my letter writing thing. He opens his book and it's a blank page, and kind of takes a sheaf out, puts his book back down. Does he have a title? I suppose he does have a title. The Emperor.
The Emperor.
I can't say Dear the Emperor.
Doesn't
To whom
that
it's
spell
made...
take
Dear Mr. the Emperor,
line,
Gethin.
though?
Dear Mr. Gethin the Emperor.
Your Imperial Majesty.
I don't think he is a majesty.
Just
Well,
call
he's an
him
emperor.
Get
No, don't call him
G-Dog.
No, no.
Why not?
Big G.
Yeah, Big Papa G, yeah.
I walked right into that one.
So he's going to think about it for a moment and put Gethin, the Emperor. Or then scratch out the Emperor, Gethin. And then look at it and be really unhappy with it. But
How about Mr. Geffen?
no, he's not a mister, is he? Anyway,
How about
regardless,
Please.
I hope this message finds you safe and well. We are in the court of the Shapeweavers. We are not all safe and well. We are all well, but have been attacked by many demons. Some of them look like pigs. Some of them look like very angry bits of furniture. One of them looked like a wolf, and apparently there were some bird ones as well.
Can Maeve see you writing this?
Yes, for sure.
She's gonna do that hand speed up thing, as in get to the point.
Oh,
She's just writing. There was a piggy one.
Yeah.
There was a wolf one.
It's a weird one with a mouth.
We got this cleric.
I think he'll get it.
Okay, there was also a big snake thing that Sidon... I'm going to use the phrase sucked up, but please don't read too far into that.
To be fair, Archie, I don't think
we know from our
cares.
dealings with our mutual good friend Sable that there are incursions into your fair realm by these abyssal forces.
was there something we wanted to ask him? I've done the preamble, and he's going to hand the pen to Maeve. Like, you can finish it.
She's gonna like carry on the message like, oh God,
Maeve here. Hey, buddy.
Maeve here.
Zuko here.
Zuko here.
Previous writer.
You can have your own colour if you want. By the
Sorry
way,
about the
pen does different
exposition
colours.
above.
It's purple now.
It's purple now, yeah.
Sorry about the exposition above. We just wanted to know what was happening with the incursions and if you had any more information on them and why they're happening. Thank you, love you, bye.
I'll take the pen back. I am not sorry for the exposition. I believe it is vital for context. Warmest regards, Archeron Ipsissimus XOXO Fold.
Love you,
And then
bye.
he's gonna spend the first whole slide. I don't give a shit. He's just gonna send that off, and the letter floats out of the window.
Okay. And as
That
you,
may take a while. It'll probably take a few
Does
days.
that go
Actually.
through different realms?
Well, we are in the same realm. I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's in this realm.
Yeah, he's over
Sorry.
in
Yes,
the
of course. We came to the Court of the Shades, which is on the other side of the Feywild. It took us a few days to get here. To be honest, tomorrow when I cast Sending, it'll probably predate the letter. But there'll be something for him to look forward to. It's always nice to receive a letter.
Maybe one that's not.
Dear
so much
Gavin.
exposition.
Dear Gavin, be prepared for letter.
This is not Twitter. There's no character limit.
there is a limit of his patience, though.
Yeah,
I thought he was cool.
yeah, I thought he was cool. I'd love to receive a letter like that. I'd be over the moon if I got a fucking driveling, rambling
Wait,
letter
so
for some
this is a
idiot.
very important question. When Maeve began to write, did she change the color of
Oh yeah,
No, but the handwriting would be very different.
Archeron's is quite spidery and
I
quite
picture it's like a doctor's handwriting.
yeah, like a
Maeve's
doctor's
is
handwriting,
like calligraphy.
yeah. Archeron's used to writing in a different language, so
Cassian does just say, for context, Cass, they're talking about an archfey. I don't think that was mentioned.
Oh, we still need to discuss the whole. And she's gonna like put her fingers by her fangs and be like,
Like canines.
We don't have wine yet, and we promised that we would.
That's what I was going to say.
"Okay, I'll get
Drinks
some
first.
wine." And she's gonna like stand up, walk straight over to the turtle.
Yeah, Thistle.
Yeah, Thistle, thank you. And she's just gonna like hold up, like she's just gonna like turn and count and like get a bottle of something for everyone, and just like loop them between her fingers and put them down on the table. Have at it then.
Everyone begins to drink, I assume.
I'll stick with the water.
I also want to stick with water for a bit.
I
yeah.
would say that before she like spent money on wine, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
everything's pretty much free right now. So,
She is
We
gonna
do
give
that-
you both puppy dog eyes.
I would not drink.
Very unlike
We
Sutton,
like to
also
drink-
not drinking as well. He's drinking water.
weirdly enough, Cassian drinks wine.
Do. Oh,
Well-
wait, you said Cassian, not Cass.
Yes,
Never
I
mind.
did. Yeah, I can't shorten it to Cass because that's your name. So I would just stick full name Cassian, unless you want me to call it what's his fucking second name, Lord Aurelius. I can do that if you want, but that seems a bit formal every time I say his name. But yeah, he begins to drink, and obviously you guys haven't seen him eat or drink anything. But he is drinking wine and seemingly enjoying it.
You can do that.
It's funny, I'm playing two characters, Cassian and Bryn. One of them's a paladin, one of them's a vampire, both of which don't really get drunk. So everyone starts to drink and like make merry, essentially. I will ask. So like, food comes around, you'll get whatever meals you wanted. I'll say before the curry because that might get interesting. I will ask, how many drinks are you guys having before?
Maeve's gonna get merry.
For everyone else.
Sutton's staying perfectly sober this time round.
Oh,
Very out
that's
of
a
character.
side
Oh, right.
remembered when we were drawing on his face.
Has nothing to do with that. He's just staying sober.
Okay. well, people begin to drink, and I will say everyone who is drinking, can you make me a con save just to see how merry you get?
I'm taking a single cup. Do I also have to do that?
I'll say yeah. I mean, it's a low DC. If you just roll really badly, then it's fine.
Like that.
If Cass wasn't a scholar, you would think she spent her days in the bar.
She does.
We don't talk about that.
Maeve is very used to drinking wine because of a lot of fancy events, so it doesn't really touch her.
So
Slab ordered rum and forgot to say the mixer.
yeah.
So he's drinking a bottle of rum.
Slap is the only one that's like, oof.
It's because he's so small.
Yeah. The percentage is too high. But we'll say some of you. I mean, everyone who drank is like a bit merry, even if you rolled very well on the save. But we'll say Cassian then just like leans over the table slightly, like a hand holding the glass, and he says to you, Cass, well, it's a story, definitely. I am a lord in Crown Top in Itheralda, and it was fucking hell. I knew all of this at one point.
19 years ago.
I don't think
Yeah,
it was
it
19.
was a really long time ago.
I think it was 15.
It's 15. I remember it because it's the
Yes, it is
it's
15.
the number
Yeah.
that sudden. Except, like, you over 15 years, you've not taken a chance to like
Yes,
get
yeah.
used to it. So
It was about 15 years ago, I think. I was going to a meeting, and sorry, it gets a bit hazy. I was walking, and I stepped on the cobblestone and saw grass and trees in a different coloured sky, which I didn't know what that was. And I remember, what was it? Shadow, even in the daytime. Eyes and a lot of biting. And when I woke up, I was back in Crown Top, but like I am now. Maeve identified it to be the Feywild, and that's one of the reasons that we're here, to see if we can figure it out.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Fair enough. That's. I mean, obviously, it's not a nice story, but it's the story. So, she like shrugs a little bit and takes another drink of wine.
As does the very mature thing of shrugging back and also taking another one.
Yep, that's where I wanted to be. Mary first. And we'll say at that point, Cass, you see Thistle like call you over to where he is. He's like near the kitchen.
Excuse me, I have to, I think, prepare the curry.
Am I
Well,
the
that's
only one who's
typical
really
one.
excited about this?
What are you putting in that curry?
Curry things.
Okay, so Cass, you walk to
chili powder.
to the kitchen, and you see like the pot of whatever curry you've made. It's still like boiling over, but it's very full. So what I will ask, I assume you're not proficient with cooking tools.
No, but I think it makes sense that she at least makes the know how to make her family curry. Like,
Well,
the
what I'm
one
gonna
thing she knows.
ask is, can you make me I'll say a wisdom check with advantage, because it's like a family recipe you've done before.
Please don't make poison.
So like 10 is average.
Ooh.
There we go. 11.
No, you
You
know
like-
what? I'll use a hero point. It's worth it.
Okay, so you make a very good curry.
Needs more spices.
Yeah, you like, taste it. It's a bit more salt and a bit more of that spice that no one knows the name of apparently. Jesus Christ.
I am pepper.
Depending on what kind of curry you're making as well.
Yeah. But you come out a few minutes later with some. Is it like, with like plates and bowls and stuff with this like massive pot of curry?
With a massive pot of curry and a smaller pot of rice.
There you go. And you guys all
And
smell
plenty of
this,
milk.
and smelling it makes the nostrils in your nose burn slightly if you're like leaning
Sorry,
over
the
it.
nostrils in your nose.
Fucking hell.
Opposed to the nostrils where
Elsewhere, yeah, the nostrils in my nipples.
I mean, you never know.
Is this curry so spicy that our nipples start tingling?
Yeah, I think you're making your curries wrong, Beth.
I think I'm making my curries right.
The hairs the hairs in your nostrils burn slightly. I'm gonna cry.
Does it do that thing, you know, like you seen Tom and Jerry, haven't you, with them potions like that?
Steam whistle out the ears, yeah.
You also see Thistle come over.
Those like skulls in the steam of the meal.
Oh, Jesus. You'll see Thistle like put like a jug of milk on the table.
This is like fucking Hot Ones, isn't it? It's just interviewing each other.
Yeah. And then he like sits down. He's not eating it. He sits down and just like watches as this all like served. I mean, who's eating this?
I will definitely give it a go. Definitely a polite serving. Artron, after the message, has been a bit quiet. He's clearly got something on his mind, but take a polite bite of the curry. And if it's too hot, he will subtly prestidigitate it less spicy.
Okay, so everyone who is eating some of the curry, can I have everyone please make con saves?
One.
Yes, you too. I'll give you advantage, Cass.
Oh my god,
Yes!
7.
That's a 21, baby.
Better than the alcohol.
It's because I'm drinking nothing but water. It's
just like me
absolutely
with spice.
So in my head, I set the DC.
Well, you're a very white woman with spice, but you just love spice.
I set the DC at 14. So Maeve's fine, Slab's fine, Cass is fine. Everyone else, take a bite of this, and immediately you feel yourself start to sweat. And you get that like tingling sensation in your mouth,
In your nipples.
and you're immediately
No reaction.
like blowing your mouth, and you're like
my nipples
milk. I'll say if anyone wants to act like they're not finding this hot, I'll have you make a deception check.
Yeah, go for it.
I know Cassian doesn't eat, but
Uh-huh.
he did drink earlier, and we know for a fact that things are a little bit different since Ben did that whole.
Yeah.
So, can I like hold my bowl up and like
Try it.
just be like, "Do you want to go?"
Here comes the airplane.
Well, you know,
That was very laughy. Sorry. Would you like?
If it's not to your taste, I don't have the ingredients to make the spicy version. This
Well-
is the mild one.
after that reaction, I'm not sure if I want to, but
She's gonna like give him a daring look,
we'll see.
like eyebrows.
Fine.
I'm like, well, this is okay.
Luckily, he has regeneration if he takes damage.
But isn't it reduced when he takes fire?
No.
Oh no, that's
Radiant.
trolls, isn't it?
That's
Trolls.
like that's just Charles, yeah. So yeah, he will. Yeah, it's so hot that he can't regenerate anymore. Yeah, so he like goes and like looks at Cass and like takes a mouthful of this, and I'll have him make a con save. He does have legendary resistance if he fails. 11.
So how many is still left from the jug of milk?
So we'll say Cassian takes a bite and like thinks for a second and like swallows it, and he sits there for a second. It's like, you know, it's horrible because I don't get the taste. I just feel the heat. So it's just the worst of both things.
Wait, how do you not
You don't know good food.
Wait, how do you not taste? I thought you still had like taste buds.
Everything.
Well, they might have been burned off by the
Yeah.
fire. It happens sometimes.
Everything tastes bland.
Question
That sounds
mark?
like a horrible existence. I understand why
Yeah, I
you feel.
am very sorry
Yeah.
to hear that. I didn't know that.
The only thing that I've found that doesn't taste like nothing is wine. So I drink it occasionally.
Have you tried eating grapes? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, I have, and they taste like nothing.
What about raisins?
Wine works, but grapes don't.
I've not tried raisins.
Raisin. To be fair, raisins taste like nothing anyway.
It's the other forms of grapes. That's what it is.
What colour grapes?
He ordered 20 on deception, so he's like keeping it very well. Both of them.
What about both at the same time?
Not tried that, but that seems like a waste of time and grapes.
Wait, there's more than 2 types
It's
of
a
grapes.
short
Is there more
supply.
than two? Is there more than 2 types of grapes? I just think of 2 types of
No,
grapes.
you
Well,
get very
there's-
like shades of the
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
grape.
Okay. Well, I just think like purple.
Well, they
and
get ones that
green,
are called
so-
black grapes, red grapes, and green
Yeah.
grapes.
Yeah.
I don't really like the super heavy black ones. I think like the skin's really thick.
Yeah, the green ones are always.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, you seem to be handling it very well. Is it because you're... Or do you just like spice?
Sorry, Cass, you cut out there for a second for me.
My
sorry,
ears,
this was
He's
the
in his
wax in my
ears.
ears melted, and I lost you for a
It's,
second.
it's the heat.
The heat in the ears.
It's melting the wax in his ears.
I said, it seems that you're handling it very well. Is it because you're a tiefling or just, spices?
It's not a
What do
tiefling.
I'm not a tiefling. I'm
Wait,
an orling.
He's-
He's
he's-
half
I
orc.
don't know what it is.
Yeah,
in
mine-
game terms, he's half
Uh,
orc.
All in.
My mother, though, was a
actually.
tiefling, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
Archon's going to politely put his spoon down and push the bowl away from him, and be like, it's a family recipe, you say? It's a bit much for me. I might just stick with the rice if that's okay. I'm going to be back in a few minutes. I have a little surprise. I'll be back in a moment, and he's going to
no
get
worries.
up and
I'll
go.
The rice is spicy as well.
Maeve's just like eating this like it's nothing, and
Yeah,
she's
that's
got like a mouthful of the curry, and she's like, and she like swallows it. Cass, how would this how long would it last if we were to pack it up and take it with us?
Well, it depends on how you're taking it. It
I'll have
usually
another bowl.
lasts like a week or something like that if you keep it cold.
Because I'll say it's second best to grilled cheeses.
By the way, I will just mention one thing that I've realised during the break. Slightly off topic, but Cass is from Whittle, and that is where Maeve's house is. I realised that a minute ago, and I forgot to mention it
Does
during the
Maeve
break.
know that?
I think Cass mentioned she was from Whittle.
Mention that I was from Whittle.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Can we pretend like she didn't know
Let's
that?
continue this.
Oh, sorry, I was speaking too softly for you to hear. I'm from Whittle.
Oh my!
What coincidence!
like a mouthful of food, but her eyes would go wide, and she'd be like, gulp again, and she'd be like, I lived there for a while with Nyx. Actually, I don't know how much you've heard of Nyx.
I don't think I would have.
No.
You would have heard the vague name, but nothing else.
Nah.
This entity that is Nyx.
Known
How old is
throughout the
Cass?
continent.
You don't ask about a lady's age, but if you must know, I am 23.
But it's a lady asking a lady's age.
Maybe they crossed paths at some point.
I don't think they
Interesting.
would have, but
Hey, shh!
no, I'm
I
just
said
saying.
maybe.
'Cause-
I said maybe.
Hal, shut the
I
fuck
said
up then, you DM.
maybe.
Why are you telling the god to shut up? That's very unkind of you.
So I just thought I'd mention it because I realized it before and I forgot to mention it then. If people are drinking further, I will have more conserves. Bryn is not
Well,
handling this.
Since I remember what happened last time, I'm gonna hold back a little.
You try and take it off slab as well.
Nah.
You tell me Bryn is the only one drinking.
It's more like I'm just taking small sips at a time, so I don't drink that much.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking water.
Okay. While everyone's talking, Archron, what were you doing?
Yes, Archron's gone upstairs to go through his bag, and he's well, obviously no one can see this. He's getting something from his bag, and he's going to cast a spell that takes 10 minutes, and then he will come downstairs once that's finished.
Okay. So I'll say in that time you sort of discuss a bit more, and walking into the bar is Aaron.
Who?
Aaron.
You mean Aaron?
Oh yeah.
So the big satyr guy who played the music. And he just like walks to the bar, grabs a drink, and just begins to play on the pan flute. Just like in the background to add some ambiance. To the discussion.
Pronounce ambience with an O. Ambience.
I did. I did do that on purpose. I'm just
Ambiance.
make sure everyone's aware I did that on purpose.
Okay. The ambience whilst I might say Neely.
Yeah, so he like
Ambiance.
begins to play, he's drinking. Yeah, so I'll say 10 minutes goes by unless someone wants to do anything, and Artron will come back downstairs.
I assume that in the meantime, Maeve and Cass are like talking about, oh, have you been by the, I don't know, the senile old lady who make really good pancakes and stuff like that.
She didn't like me very much.
I don't think she liked anyone.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better.
I mean, she did give me this heart candy once, but I think that was more to get rid of me.
We'll say this time, yeah, Artron comes back downstairs.
So Artron has got this. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. I think a very unusual expression on his face of like fly victory. As he's got this like I don't want to say evil, but it's like definitely like underhanded grin on his face as he walks downstairs, holding a like a parcel under one arm and what looks like rags under the other. And he's gonna sit down, and I think I was sat next to Cassian anyway. Sorry, not Cassian, Sidon anyway. And I'm gonna park myself down, and I'm gonna pass him the parcel, and I'm gonna also, and in front of him, but not in his food, I'm gonna place this selection of rags. And I say, do you recognise these, Sidon?
Should I? No.
Well, it looks like bits of like random scraps of like suits and clothes and like pelts and weird collections of fabrics. Well, I thought you might not. So what we have here is a scrap of pelt from the gnolls that we encountered on our way out from Crown Top. We have here some of the outfits from some of the vampire scrubs we encountered in Crown Top, and here we have some other fabrics from some of the creatures we fought in the Vermilion marsh, swamp, whatever it was. Moorland, thank you. Thank you, God. Much love. Yeah, you have a strangely familiar voice.
Moorland.
Yes, you have these various items here that I don't know if you saw that I was collecting, but I thought with my a spell that I've just got, I could do you a little favour, because I know when we first met you only had your one gi, and I know you've recently bought another one, but I thought this one that he opens the parcel and pulls out for you, this one is a collection from all of the fabrics and pelts of enemies you've actually defeated that I fabricated into a new gi for you.
Oh, seriously?
Yes. You don't have to try it on now. We're eating.
Yeah.
I think it'll fit.
Yeah, don't get naked.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
Yeah,
but,
don't get naked.
It's about being
Archon's again.
naked.
Archon stares at his ass again.
Yeah.
Is this real?
Is what real?
His ass.
Oh, so I mean, actually no, but in make believe, I'm assuming it's real. What that ass do? But yeah, so he kind of shows you. So it's a weird color, right? Because it's a mixture of like rotting funeral suits that have been like cleaned and because this is what the creatures were wearing, like random clothes. But like, it's all pristine and clean, and it's this weird kind of not opalescent, but like imagine opalescent without the shine. So kind of marbly, actually, probably a better word, like marbly coloured gi. And there's all the little bits of fabric. And he says, "Yes, that's what I was collecting them for." Well, not always, but I hope you like it.
Yeah, this is awesome. Do you want anything for it?
No, it's fine. It only cost me just a few. Only cost me 10 minutes. It's I can't cast a spell again today, so we'll have to wait to fix the gate until tomorrow. But yeah, I just thought it'd be. He's kind of like a little bit flustered. I'm assuming that Simon actually does like it, so he's like, yeah.
Awesome.
I can't do one for everyone, because he looked at me and was like, I didn't think you'd want to wear upcycled things.
She shakes her head and smiles.
But I could, if you needed to, make adjustments to other items, or I could be repairing the gate tomorrow with the spell fabricate. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I'll
plain rice.
I'll definitely try it on later.
White rice.
And Frank
Spiciest of
today,
them
are
all.
we, sir?
Daring today, are we?
Thank you, Electron. This is awesome. This is great.
No, I just felt bad because I wasn't able to learn the spell until after you'd bought one, but I thought it'd be nice to have, more than 2 pairs of clothes.
Yeah.
Now you can, wash the others.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I will also,
compliment there.
so what I'll say is you will sort of continue your meal, eating, various things, drinking various things. I will say one more time, if people are drinking, I will have a further con check. We'll call it like DC 12. But like there's sort of time for your food to settle a bit. And just like make merry and converse. And Bryn, who is I think the most drunk person here, like stands up and like shakily wanders over to this group and like whispers something to Amy, Aaron, and Leah. And you see Aaron gives like a wide smile and begins to nod. And sort of Amy begins to tap the floor with her hoof. And Aaron begins to play some music. As Bryn turns around to me with like a glass in her hand and says, "I think we all deserve a fun night with dancing. Is that just me?"
Hell yeah!
Yes, it is just you. No. Yeah.
Very
Celebration.
good answer, but I would like to try.
Yeah, so
Neither
I'm
am
gonna
I.
go up to Brim and bow and say, "May I have this dance?"
Bryn's like slightly flushed from the alcohol, but she like blushes a bit more and says, "Yeah, okay." And like walks over to like a free spot. You see Aaron and Amy begin to like be that combo of music with some like illusionary music behind them. You see the rest of the bar starts to like get up and dance. What are people doing? Now people are like up and dancing and moving about.
Simon will try dancing. Like solo, trying to get the rhythm down.
Mm-hmm. What do I imagine?
Come on,
Sidon and
Sidon.
Slab of flossing.
No, Orange Justice.
I imagine it's like one of those kids at a school disco who does karate and like does
Yes.
the moves.
Oh my god.
Know,
Yeah.
like,
No,
everybody was kung fu
Yours is better than mine. Yours is better than mine.
I was thinking about saying that and seeing if I could scrape by with an acrobatics check instead of a performance check.
Nope. Everyone, if you're dancing, please make a performance check. You are very much encouraged to dance.
Oh,
Do you
this
remember
doesn't go
the
good.
picture, James, that you did of Maeve and Archeron dancing?
The one that was Fry and Leela.
Yes.
Yes.
When they're just like boogieing. No, not that one. The one when they're like
Oh yeah. Sorry.
just
yeah.
letting loose. I imagine Maeve's gonna like try and drag Archeron up to dance and just recreate that, or make that for the first time, if that makes sense.
I think from his point of view, he sees everyone get up to dance and like just happily watches them get off, like not expecting to like join in at all. But if he's being like, I imagine like manhandled like by the
She's like, "Come on!" But, like pulling his arm.
yeah, I think he would. He'd go for it if people are wanting him to dance. He wasn't expecting it, but yeah, he would boogie down.
I will just let so everyone's aware. Bryn rolled a nat 20 for a 23 on the performance check.
She's
I need to
step
roll a
dancing.
second. No.
Everyone
So,
is drunk and like
she's
stumbling
like-
around as she's step dancing.
She's got that drunken dance
I-
riz.
Isn't drunk like technically disadvantage on check?
No, drunk is technically advantage on charisma.
She's not
Of
drunk
course,
either.
yeah. I thought she
Wait,
was 11.
really?
No, she's just merry.
Was it performance? Did you say?
Performance.
Archeron has no rhythm. It's do you know what it is? It's drunk. It's not drunk dad dancing because he's stone cold sober, but he's like he just can't get it. He just can't get it. It's like the only dancing he knows how to do is like very formal school style dancing. You know, like Pride and Prejudice style dancing in around, like clapping to the beat.
Yeah.
And he's seen all these people like relaxing and dancing into it, and he's trying to enjoy himself.
Maeve's
he's
gonna
can't
like
get it.
Maeve's gonna like what are those? not her side, and oh no, oh
Oh no!
I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Oh no!
No,
That's Biden.
Maeve's gonna like marionette
slap.
Archeron and like show him how
Slap
to
on high.
like roll his shoulders and like get him to like loosen up, and then just move to the music.
I don't know the song.
Play that
don't need
funky
to.
music, white boy.
This is the kind of dancing I'm used to. He's enjoying it, but like, and he's sticking out like a sore thumb. He weirdly doesn't keep. He's just enjoying being part of it. I think. Can't dance for shit. Sorry, I'm making my notes.
Catherine also rolled terribly.
No, I imagine even Archeron doing the like Monica and Ross dance.
Yes.
Like Maeve's
Oh
just
my
teaching him
God.
all the moves, and then she's like, "Yeah," and then this,
Yeah,
and then add a
so-
bit of this.
Imagine Maeve breaking it down, but have you seen White
What's
Chicks
that, though?
when the twins, like the white
Oh my
twins, are trying to
God.
dance against
Yes.
like the Wayne brothers in drag or whatever they are.
Oh no!
Yeah, like doing the fucking funky chicken and stuff. Yeah, he gives it some welly for a few minutes before it becomes cringingly obvious that he can't carry a dance. Terry Crews.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
drag.
that's way too
Yeah,
good
that's
for this.
drag. That's so drag.
Terry Crews could play Drac in the live action movie.
Yeah, you hear that, Terry? We've got an opening for you, but it'll make your career. You know,
It's
you're
like
listening.
dancing between every single group that's going.
Oh,
I hate that the people listening can't get the visual representation of these games.
I feel like the one from the
You want
mask
to see
is
it, look at her.
Sidon.
No,
Yeah.
this is Archeron. This is Archeron.
Oh yeah, it's
I've not seen Napoleon Dynamite. I was
Uh,
thinking
No, but
like,
just imagine he like finally gets into it and he's just fucking going for
oh
it.
no, it's falling. Oh my god, Archer is Napoleon Dynamite.
Right?
Don't-
dancing to the beat of
Don't
his own
say
drum.
the
Who
Napoleon
has the
Dynamite
confidence
dance.
only a drunk could have.
Oh, that's so funny. Actually, I feel like
Terry Crews.
I think
Siren is
I
the
think
mask.
no, I think Slab is the guy from the mask whose name I've
Yeah.
forgotten.
Stanley Ipkiss.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and Archeron
Oh, how
is
does the song
Napoleon
go?
Dynamite.
That's my name is Cuban Pizza. I'm the
That's
king
it.
of the rumba beats. Chick chicky bum, chick chicky bum.
Jig jiggy bum.
You knew that, no hesitation.
I
But
love
no,
that film.
It's such
That
a good
is one of
film.
my
I've not
favourites
watched it
as a
in
kid.
years.
It is absolutely instrumental for my fucking humour, like Looney
Wait,
Tunes.
You know, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: while Slab is doing that, he's going to different dance groups. You know, like you've got like a pair over there,
Yeah.
and then off into another part of the dance floor, someone else. He's just jumping to each one, just doing that.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Ray Viking,
the
yeah.
Viking.
Jesus. We'll say through the dance, Sidon, you get like a tap on your shoulder. As you see Amy is behind you, like, you can do better than that. Come on.
Okay,
Um,
I will try to do better.
Not like that. Come on. You're so silent.
I need to get into the rhythm. I'm more used to fighting combat rhythm.
Come on. That's what the bath is for.
Nah.
And she like uses her palm and like hits like your shoulder blade like lightly and like moves it upside to like loosen your shoulder, not in like a breaking it way.
The exact same fucking game.
But like to loosen you up a bit, and she then begins to dance and like very much says for you to dance. So she rolled a nat 20 for a 26.
You want me to make another performance?
Yes, please.
check?
Oh,
Oh,
my
no!
God, Simon.
Sorry.
Don't have to apologize. You're just embarrassing yourself.
What? I'm
What's
not used to
Cassian
that.
doing?
Cassian like stood up to like try and dance, but he ended up rolling an 8, I think.
Still technically better than what I put out.
Still technically better than Archeron. So I think he's like standing there, like tapping his foot and like snapping to the beat. And like very occasionally like moving to the side, just like smiling and watching it all happen.
Dad dancing.
I mean, he's not really. I wouldn't even call it dancing. He's just following the beat.
Move.
Cassie, you can do something so you move.
No?
Okay.
Ask the mayor. Ask.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say
mayor.
that's what you were gonna do.
I'm
You see-
being very charismatic.
you see, Thistle is just like tapping the staff on the ground and it's like humming. But yeah, everyone's making merry and having a good time. Is there anything else people want to do before?
Mayor, did you eat curry? You should eat curry. You
Maeve's
should really eat it.
Maeve's gonna pick the cat up and dance with the cat.
Aw.
Party block style.
There you go.
The cat's both loving and hating this.
Is the pixie here? Lav.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah. I think he after a while he kind of
She's
like,
doing some of the music. She's like sitting there, like very like doing some like illusion stuff to make some of the music.
Look at the kitten.
after he's kind of like loosened up the because this is very out of his wheelhouse. After he's loosened up a bit and kind of acclimatized to fun, he's go to Aaron and ask him to play a song that he knows, like that he can dance to, and then look around for someone he thinks he might be able to dance. The only person he thinks he might be able to dance like this is who isn't dancing with a cat would be Lav.
Leah's also sitting next to Aaron, not
which one's
dancing.
Leah? Sorry, which
The
one?
changeling.
Oh yeah, okay, that'll be slightly easier for. Yeah,
Height
so he's
reasons.
yeah, for height reasons. Yeah, so he's gonna, but it's a very formal. I don't want to say like almost a waltz.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, but like an upbeat waltz. I'm trying to think of an upbeat waltz.
I can't think of it. Not bad.
Da, 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 dum, bum,
That's the one
bum.
everyone knows.
Yeah, I know, but there are other ones that are slightly more upbeat, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head. There's like slightly more up, maybe like a double speed waltz.
We'll say for a sec. You tell Aaron, and he like, one sec, yeah. And he like begins. He like looks to Lav and like whistles something. And they both begin to like in time change. Like how like slowly change it, not just instantly.
I just
Yeah.
googled fun waltzes, and these are awful. It came up with Etta James's "At Last," Righteous Brothers' "Unchained Melody," Moon
God.
River. Fucking hell, unforgettable.
But we'll say, as you're like asking Aaron, you're like, who should I dance with? Who should I dance with? And Leah's like sitting there, like a hand resting on her chin, like just staring up at you with a smirk.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Lee. I didn't recognise you. Is that okay to say? Would
That's
you
a
like
bit
to dance?
offensive, but that's fine.
Well, it's done something with your hair.
I can.
No,
And she
had
changes-
you? Sorry, no. You look wonderful. Sorry.
She like stands up. I'm just teasing.
Okay. Would you like to dance?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll roll another god awful performance check. I need to do something about Archeron's charisma.
Oh, she rolled.
Hey, an
terribly.
18.
She rolled awfully. She has a +3. She
In
wasn't.
comparison to her bad dancing, Arca looks amazing now.
Yeah, Archeron. that's what happens.
Oh, look, a 5 and an 18 and an 18 and a 5.
Oh shit, that's weird. Oh, that's
It's
really
weird, isn't it? Can we split the difference and call it 13?
And even. Call like an
12,
even
whatever it is,
12
yeah.
on each.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about like it's slightly above average. You're good at it. She's not used to it.
She just stands on my toes and I walk her around.
She's like your height.
Yeah. Ow, my new magic shoes.
No, she's not. She's just not going to stand on your feet. But yeah, so everyone in the bar is making merry and dancing. But what I will say is, as this is all happening, I will ask Maeve, are you dancing? Are you still dancing with the cat? Are you waltzing with the cat?
Yeah. But I think eventually she'd like the cat would be like, and she'd like, okay, like pour him some of the milk from that big jug of milk into like a
don't
little
give cats
bowl.
milk. Gives them the runs.
This is fantasy cats, don't worry.
It's a fancy shadow cat.
Fantasy milk. So give them the fantasy shit.
It's not a real cat. It's like a shadow ghost cat. So it's
Yeah.
fine.
Edgy.
But really, does
Right, she gives
the
him a
milk
ball of yarn.
give the cat the runs?
She has loads because she makes clothes. So
Yeah.
She's got loads of like random shit.
It's like sitting on, like lying on the bar, like paws up in the air, like scratching at it.
Aww.
But yeah, so you're doing that, and Cassie's just like sitting, like he was sitting near to where you and the cat were, just like taking a drink, and like he just stopped dancing. But he just says in your head, Maeve, I have something for you. It's a bit crowded. Should we go outside for a second? If that's alright. And he sort of like goes outside, and like for I assume like a few minutes later Maeve walks outside. Just like gets some air essentially.
Which bit? Oh, there you go.
It's fine. And he just like moves so you're not in like line of the window. And he sort of looks to you and says, I wanted to apologize slightly. I realized how quiet I'd been recently.
It's okay. There's a lot going on.
Yes, but it's like think for a second. I didn't want to overstep, and I didn't want to make another big argument, and so I just thought it'd be better to be quiet. But I just wanted to essentially tell you that I'm still here, and it. Oh, weird. So thanks for messing me up. No, I can't do a burrito.
It's a very serious moment here.
I just wanted to apologize that I had been quiet and that I am still here. I just didn't want to make another scene. But I also wanted to just let you know that I am still thinking of you and thinking of everything.
I think I'm gonna try and hide it, but it's probably I'm gonna give her disadvantage because she's
Mary.
Yeah, 12.
Well, you wasted a nat 20.
No, it's fine. I know.
Yeah, disadvantage.
She's like smirking and she's trying not to like grin.
He's got a higher passive insight than 12, so
Yeah.
he just like does that thing where he like folds his arm, takes a half step back, and goes, "What is this?"
It's just sweet.
Well, I just wanted to say something, and I've not been doing nothing. I've been researching, writing everything down that I've seen, and I did write you this.
Eyes wide, like.
And he
For me?
he has like his like it's similar thing like an A2, no, it's not A2, sorry, what's it, A5? I should know that. An A5 like A2 is massive. I was thinking the wrong way.
He just pulls out this huge notebook.
It's a sign.
Like a mayoral vote for me banner that he rolls.
No, it's like one of those "to me you are perfect" things.
Yeah.
Love Actually.
No, he pulls like his notebook, and there's like a folded bit of paper or like parchment that's in there, and he like hands it to you. Do you want to read it now, or I can go back inside?
Do you want me to read it now?
Well, I do want you to read it. He like thinks for a second. Read it in a bit. And he like leans in and gives you a kiss.
She'll reciprocate, and then remember where she is, and like lean back and like look through the windows, see that probably nobody's looking because they're all dancing, and then lean back in and kiss him again.
Anyway, I'll be back inside. Read that whenever you want to.
Okay, thank you.
I like to imagine that inside they have moved from dancing to very badly done karaoke.
Oh
my god!
Cassian walks in, hears it, and like just like steps back out and says, in your head, "They're doing karaoke," and then walks back in.
I want to know what love is.
Oh
I
no!
want you to show me. No, so I will read that.
Yeah, I'll send it.
And obviously, if you're doing songs with the drums, like ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Never gonna give
Copyright.
you. Never gonna.
Today is gonna be
never
the
gonna
day.
run
It's just
around
everyone
and
singing different
desert
songs
you.
at different tempos. It's awful.
This part of the podcast is quite YouTube video is quite quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, for copyright.
Copyright lawyers, I dare you
Listen,
to come after us.
If we sing every song overlapping, they'll never know.
Yeah. Trademark companies, good luck, baby.
But that probably carries on for a number of, I don't want to say hours, but probably at least an hour or two of people just making merry, having fun. Some well-needed, some much-needed relaxation and like a reprieve from everything. But some of the not to put it, NPCs begin to sort of like slowly wander out back to their various homes. The thing I will say is, while people are doing karaoke, we'll say Slab's up doing karaoke.
No, he's the one who's like organizing it.
Maybe. But Swift walks up to Archeron, Drac, and Sidon, who are probably all like near each other, and just says, I know you wanted horses or owls. All the birds are gone. So I can't do that. But for helping, if you guys need horses still, I can give you some, for helping.
Would they be able to get? I don't know what's going to happen when we get to the capital.
Well,
I don't
I'm sure
know.
there's a stables or something there. And it's fine. I can either go there myself at some point, or figure out a way to get them back. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, it would be very nice if you can rent us some horses.
Well, it's not renting because it's a gift for a little bit.
Would they
Okay,
be able
then
to make their way
gifting us
back
some
here?
horses.
I wouldn't trust that. They'd probably get eaten. If you can maybe,
I was going to say Bryn's
Is-
coming with us, but I think
if there's a way, for you to tell me once you're there,
yes, I have a
if you do
spell
that,
for that.
I can fly.
I have an app
so
for that.
I can fly, so I can get over there.
Oh,
I'm a harpy. I have wings.
Clap,
yes.
clap.
No, I was part of me was thinking, why don't you just come with us, and then you can take the horses back, so you can see that we're not treating them. Well, we wouldn't do, obviously. Wouldn't treat them poorly. But,
I trust you, but I also have to keep things
Yeah,
going here. I
Okay.
can't.
Okay. How far away is the capital as the horse trots?
Hold on. I think from the
About
horses,
3 days or something
No.
like that.
it's way less than that. If you're on the
Oh.
horses, if you resting a little bit, like maybe not resting as much as you should. Obviously, the horses will need rest. It's about 11 hours, about a part of a day's march on horses.
Well,
It'd probably be quicker if it was straighter without trees and stuff. But
the
there's
birds
trees.
run and- Okay, well, wonderful, thank you. I will say I don't need one. I can make my own horse. I don't want to inconvenience anyone any more than I have to. I can make my own horse.
I mean, really, it's all right. I mean, they probably need the run or the walk or the
Well,
trot.
if you're sure, I think I'm not sure if we are setting off tomorrow, though. I expect we will be. So
Well,
but
just
thank
let me
you.
know.
We'll be around early in the morning, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I need to sleep.
yeah, I think we all need to sleep, but yeah.
Question: has it been 8 hours before we go to bed? Out of curiosity.
I think it's been a while.
It's been.
That's
I
been a
mean, you've now been eating, and
'Cause
because
we-
remember you
we-
would woke up really early because the
Yeah, we
days are
walked
longer.
around the whole
I'm
village.
just thinking. Has it been 8 hours since the fight? 'Cause I'm just thinking of aid.
I would say it would have been like 6 or 7, so like on the cusp. But obviously, that's not really going to matter. You're going to rest anyway.
Oh, that's a really good point. Sorry, I meant to ask this right at the start of the session. The scrolls and stuff, the
Yes.
protection from good and evil. Would I be able to, and the bless? Would I be able to copy them into my spellbook? Because I don't know if.
I
know
don't think you
Bless isn't.
can.
Well, this is why I'm asking you whether you'll let me.
No.
Okay. Good protection from good and evil is on the list. If it is, I'll copy that in.
I will say I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is. No, it is. I think you
Protection good
can.
and evil is, but I'm
Yeah.
Protection of good, evil, and good. Yeah. So he'll
Yes.
take one of those spells. It only takes him 2 minutes.
I'll allow that. That's
Okay.
what's written. Yeah. But yeah, I would say for spells that aren't on the wizard spell list, probably not. Because I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Swift walks off, and sort of one by one, people begin to, go back to their homes and sleep. After some of the awful, I assume, awful karaoke. Sort
It was amazing.
of people begin
It
to leave.
touched hearts and made widows weep.
Archon is gonna open
And ears
the
bleed.
windows and send Porridge out to not scout, but make sure there's nothing happening in the peripheries of the village, and
Recon the
send
village.
out the Eyes of Sauron to. He's gonna pick one of the gates at random, probably the southern gate, because that's where his mind is lingering as he's in it, because he's got one of the premium rooms. So he's gonna send it down there to make sure there's no fuckery going on near the gates, and just examine the damage with his, because with Porridge he has to give his senses over, but with the Eye of Sauron thing he doesn't. He can. I don't know the full limit. Presumably it's fine, but he's just going to check the.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough.
It's
There
actually-
isn't anything. The gates have been, very quickly sort of barred up, with some, slats of wood, just to make sure nothing random wanders in. But you don't see anything that isn't normal. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's right there.
Yeah, he'd probably leave the head floating outside, like viewing. Is he to be woken up if there's buggery?
So the rest of you, so like everything's died down. Thistle is like clearly about to go to bed. He's wearing his nightcap.
Oh, and his little slippers.
Yes, turtle slippers. They're Crocs.
Oh my god.
And he's like,
barbaric, isn't it?
no, I'm joking. In Periphalon, Crocs are made out of actual crocodile, like
we're not in
like hide.
internet.
It's my fucking world. Shut the fuck up. You see,
all the realms, even hell.
You see,
Hell
Aaron
Crocs,
is like, Aaron is still like sitting on the chair, like very idly, playing some music, probably nodding off as he's doing it. Bryn is fully passed out at her seat. But yeah, what are you guys doing before bed?
Right.
I think Archon would have gone when Swift went to bed. He's looking around. He's got his various eyes and ears around the village.
So I'm gonna go over to Aaron and like ask. So just a quick question: do you know where Brim lives? Cause she's passed out, and maybe you can help me carry her to her like apartment or where she lives.
I think she just sleeps in the upstairs of the barracks. Why don't we have Thistle put her in a room?
Yeah, that is a better idea.
So, but don't worry, I can do that. And like stands up, like he was almost asleep, but he like stands up, and gets a key from Thistle, and like a very tired Bryn like is like leant against him as he like takes her upstairs. And then he exits, leaving just you guys, and Thistle like, well, I'm going to get off to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off to my room as well, so
do you need me to lock up? I can do that if you need to. If you want me to.
So you have the keys?
Yes, I can give you the keys if you're going to be up for longer and coming in and out. I trust you all.
But if everyone's going to bed, I may as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So good night, everyone. See you tomorrow, I guess.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, Thistle locks up, and then like goes to sleep. I don't know.
Lock in!
No.
You fell into my trap.
So is everyone going upstairs, or are people waiting up, or going somewhere specific?
Silent's going to go to his room. He's not going to go to sleep yet. He's going to stay awake for a couple extra hours. And wait until he thinks everyone's asleep.
Well, we'll see if people are doing anything
Yeah.
before, so we can end with that. If, that's the last thing. Slab and Cass, are you guys going to bed? I should ask Maeve as well. I don't know why I just didn't see Maeve in my peripheral vision.
But before bed, I'm just going to, put the curry away safely where it's cold for preservation. Very important. And I'll also do my night sprayer.
Yeah, easy enough.
Maeve's gonna walk this way towards the cat.
Talk this way as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. She's gonna walk this way towards the cat. And I don't know if this is gonna work because I don't know if we were given X amount. But as she walks past Cassian, I will do a sleight of hand and probably fail. She's gonna slip her room key into his pocket.
I think. Wait, can I ask? Did Slab go upstairs to bed? Matt?
He's slowly trudging up there because
Okay.
remember he's a bit merry, we should say.
And he's
Okay,
only
so
got
other
little
th-
legs.
So other than Slab,
But basically, he's taking one step forward, 2 steps back. That's how.
So you probably wouldn't see it even if she failed. 16.
I can roll for disadvantages if you want.
you can run me a. I mean, it would be your passive, and you're not looking, and I think your
Oh, no,
passive is
my-
like 13.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, you slip casting the room key as Slab's walking upstairs. Casting just goes, "Good night, Slab."
What? No. To that mysterious voice.
Just casting Slab. But yeah, so Slab walks
grilled
upstairs.
cheese master.
Sure. So it is just, Maeve and Cassie and the cat downstairs now.
What the cat
Does he?
does in
What's his
perception.
passive? Does he see her slip it in his pocket?
His passive is 16.
I reckon he'd feel it in his pocket.
Yeah.
His passive is 16, so he would say he just like looks up at you. I think what he did is as he went to say bye to Slab, he like looked at you and gave you like a wink.
Yeah. So then she's just gonna walk upstairs like normal. Good night, Cassie. Kind of thing.
Good night, Maeve.
Is she gonna get into her room without the key?
I was about to mutter to
This
Cat.
is-
I
this
was
is
about to Cassie,
why
be
I'm-
like, did she get in her room?
Why would you get 2 room keys if you're one person?
I don't know, James. Maybe.
You always get a spare room key.
No,
You always get a
we'll-
spare room key at home,
Right.
just in case you lose one.
Thank you.
We'll say for the sake of comedy, that Maeve walks
Or she
upstairs.
left it unlocked. I don't know.
No, so we'll say
It's
Maeve
more the
goes-
gesture than
No,
anything
no,
else.
yeah. Maeve goes upstairs, and as you're like most upstairs, you're like, wait a second, how do I get in my room? And as you turn around to be like, you just see Cassian's just like walking up the stairs behind you, and he's like holding the key, and then in your head it's like, did you forget something?
No. Or lost your key. Come to my room.
Yeah, so he's just like walks behind you and like hands you the key. I think you might need that.
She's like still tipsy, and she just like puts her head in her hand. She's like, and then she like unlocks the door and drags him in.
He will walk in behind her. Do you need me to fade to black, or is
Yeah,
it a conversation?
probably.
Cool.
No, it's probably a fade to black.
The door locks and it's a fade to black.
It's so dark.
They both have dark vision. It's fine.
I can't see.
But yeah. So as the fade to black's happening in one room, we will look to someone with a black heart. Sidon, what were you doing?
And the black. Oh no, it's the green in the back of his hand. Sorry. You think of like the black, like the black mark for some reason.
So as Sidon's waiting in his room just for a couple hours, just until he has an inkling that everyone's in bed. He's not going to stealth, but he is going to open up his bedroom window and just jump out of it and go into the town.
Oh, so I was expecting. All right.
So, okay.
And what he's going to do is he's going to go down to the south wall, south gate, where in like the evening when everyone's asleep, and have a look around. He wants to have a look, see if there's any type of remnant of like the chaos, like the symbols on the the runes for the portals or anything like that, or see if you can get any type of connection to.
I will say, can Sidon make me a survival check, and I will give you advantage.
Would I see him through my?
If you're asleep, I don't think so.
Well, I share the orange is in loop, and the head that I share senses with is there.
I would say maybe in the morning, but I think I just can't remember because you are asleep.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of bed for it. Like
No, yeah, I'm just saying.
Again, it's like when your ring goes off, you see your neighbour doing something stupid. You're like, oh, fuck's sake.
I will say, Simon, are you trying to be quiet?
I'm not trying to be quiet now.
Okay, so
not necessarily. I just want to have a.
Archer, obviously it's the orb, but can you just make me a perception check using your perception? Because obviously it's dark, and it's.
So I have. It does have. So that does shed light, but not like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Perception. There we
No.
Ugh.
Okay.
go.
So you might not, unless Sudden does something really Weird.
25 on the advantage, by
Yes.
the way. That was
So you like go to where you saw Artron fighting. You see like the partially cleaned up like viscera and like blood of the things that was happening. But you sort of like hop over that bit of the fence that had the there's like been barred slightly, or the gate, sorry. And you do see in the ground there is like a faint soot mark where the rune was.
Can I put the rune in my hand where that soot mark is, and does it react in any way?
You put your hand sort of where the thing is, and there's this slight, I want to say tingling sensation, because we've used the word tingling a lot in this session, but like almost like pins and needles is maybe the best way to describe it. Your hand gets slightly numb, and it's that sort of like before when you were in order, there was that like growl, if that makes sense, and that like pain in your stomach. This time it's like a growl and this sense of overwhelming strength that you could have, but also that darkness that could come with it.
This is...
And it's very weak. You get the sense that if you were here when the portals were open, it would have been a lot stronger.
Yeah.
It's not something that you think could be tapped into using this rune, or this what's left of this rune, but it's clearly something you could do, given the right circumstance.
I'm gonna take a step out of the gate. Not far, just one step out. So I've sort of broken the boundary of the village. And I just sort of close my eyes, and I want to see if I can feel a... Weirdly, I want to see if I can feel a connection to whatever spoke to me at the end of the fight. See if I can try and figure anything out about him.
Okay. Can you make me a...
I can activate my astral arms if it helps.
No, so I was like, can you make me a perception check with advantage?
Yes.
12.
12.
You sort of close your eyes and breathe and like, I don't say focus, but you focus on that mark on your hand and that sort of power that you know has been gifted to you demonically. And you hear that voice echoing in your head again. And you think about that chaos and how weird it felt being in that place of order, and how good it feels every time you use those abyssal demonic powers, and how strong it makes you. And you open your eyes, and for half a second, I will send you... do I send this to you, or do I send this to everyone? Yeah, I'll say it, so I'll send it to everyone. You take a breath, and for like a split second, as you open your eyes... Oh, let me find it. You see the form of a woman about 5'8", 5'9", sort of tanned, pale skin with like red marks on her cheeks and long, curly, like orange-red hair. And she stares back at you with a soft yet calculating expression, and you hear a voice say, "Oh, don't you worry, we'll be meeting soon." And as you hear that voice, that image of her fades or flashes out in an instant, and you just feel cold. There's merriment going on, or there was merriment going on back where you were. But you standing out here, it's dark and it's cold. You hear birds in the trees, you hear the rustling in the grass. It's natural and it feels nice, but there's something about chaos. The chaos of it all. It just makes you smile.
Okay, I'm gonna run back towards the inn and sort of. Like I said, I'm not being stealthy about it. I don't know if you need me to make an acrobatics check or athletics check to climb back into my bedroom window.
No, it's fine. You have like unarmored movement and stuff, you're fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything you do once he gets back into his room?
He'll just think for about an hour or so and then try and drift off to sleep.
Okay. So, eventually all of you get to sleep, whether it was weird, chaotic visions or something else.
Or not.
Fade to black. You all manage to have a full night's rest, and you can hit the long rest button, and that is where we will pick up next time.